an honor since I found TACHE as a gem amidst all the companies that I have applied back then. And this is where I have grown a lot professionally and personally. It is a responsibility because even though I'm closely working with the client, I'm still bringing the name of TACHE with me. And it is a challenge as I have to keep up the fast pace of working in an IT industry. My advice for people who find it difficult to level up of their career: learn how to be confident with yourself and especially with your skills and your talent. 5 years ago, I never imagined myself working in an IT world, but now here I am. When I applied for this job, I never had any certainty, but I still took the risk knowing that I had the skills and the qualifications that they need. And if you're already confident that you have what it takes, believe me when I say this, that your time will come, so just don't give up. Tips on things and how we can level up: rev up your resourcefulness because that's really helpful. Improve your soft skills as well, and I would suggest to focus on the core values of the company you're working with. Most companies need their employees to truly embody their core values, and if they're seeing that with you, they would have a high confidence that you'll be a good role model for your other teammates. Lastly, again, continuous improvement is really vital, so don't stop learning and everything else will follow. Thank you.
So before I was hired with TACHE, I was working in an office, and eventually when the pandemic happened, so that was very difficult for us, especially for me that I was living on my own. I was paying everything for my living expenses. So
no one was spared from feeling a wide range of emotions such as anxiety, fear, and even grief. So I made sure to allot time to reconnect with my loved ones. I also used a journal just to write down my anxieties and thoughts. And lastly, I actually landed a job here in TACHE, which was the biggest blessing at that time.
Honestly, I was able to survive the lockdown because of TACHE. Financially and also psychologically, during the lockdown, I was the only one who was able to earn money since our business closed down. And psychologically is because I kept myself busy. That busyness made me safe.
Actually started working here in TACHE around August 2020, so that was 3 months into the lockdown already. And during that time, it was very hard and challenging to find jobs for a normal job market. And I got lucky because TACHE gave an opportunity, gave a chance on me. Our direct manager, direct supervisor gave constant reassurance that TACHE would be giving us support and if anything happens.
I guess the thought of having a secure job, that was quite a dilemma for me, because I was thinking, oh no, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna fire me? Do they need to lay off people? And does that include myself? When we were recovering already from the pandemic, everything was going back to normal again. What if I look for a job that's more secure and something that will be sustainable in the long run?
I'm thankful with here in TACHE that I was able to stay, and despite the pandemic or the lockdown, it was really ironic that TACHE grew from that crisis. So, and just recently, I just had my 3 years here. With that, I'm very grateful.
It was very unexpected. Didn't realize that this was going to push through anyway. I was just looking through job street, and then I stumbled upon TACHE's job ad. It all started because of the pandemic, just really thinking of a job that's more sustainable for me. I don't want to go out. I want to be safe at home. I want to be able to go to my parents if I need to. TACHE's mission and goal to actually provide jobs. Remote work is already the biggest help that they've given. And I'm really, really happy that I was a part of that.
I had no idea what TACHE was, but I took the leap of faith in applying, and luckily I was hired, and thankfully with my supportive leader, she guided me through all the hardships upon the transition.
It was just a normal day as I was actually just scrolling through Indeed, and I found TACHE's job ad there, of course. So right away I received a call from the recruiter and such. And I actually did some light search about the company, and I believe their values aligned with mine, and I do believe in TACHE's growth back then already.
Really, the best practice that we have here in TACHE is we don't really hire just I'm very grateful that I have supportive leaders and also collaborative workmates, not only within our department but also company-wide.
Generally, for almost all positions here at TACHE, it would usually take for about 10 to 15 days. What actually sets different from TACHE from other companies is that we recruiters would actually make sure to keep you updated every step of the hiring process regardless of the results. TACHE actually offers a wide range of options for work setups. We do have work in the office, work from home, and even hybrid setups. Regardless of your setup, TACHE is actually there to support you, to give you adequate resources just for you to work efficiently.
I'm really proud of what we've been able to build at TACHE, the culture that we've developed, the bonding that we have with our team, and these little extra efforts that we're trying to do to create an environment where everyone feels like you're part of something that is more than just what a regular company might be doing in the BPO industry.
Again, continuous improvement.
has had is because of all of you guys and all the good work that you guys do and the love that our clients have for you guys. And so I wanted to let you guys know that I know that and I appreciate that.
Sir Brian, are you ready for our rapid questions? Ready?
I'm a little bit scared, but I am ready.
All right, here we go. Adobo or sinigang?
What?
Adobo or sinigang?
Adobo.
Mountain or beach?
Beach.
Bohol or Palawan?
Palawan.
Boracay or Palawan?
Palawan.
TikTok or Facebook?
I'm embarrassed to say Facebook. Facebook. Facebook.
LinkedIn or Instagram?
Instagram.
Let's see if you know this. Balot or Pinoy?
Balut, my favorite.
As the CEO and leader of TACHE, what are your guiding principles?
Really, I go back to my first principles of why I started the company, which was originally to help my family, to give them opportunities, and then as that grew, to bring in other Filipinos. That spread to helping all the Filipino people. I think that as I help other Filipinos, that's going to help me too.
After 11 years that TACHE has been in service, what's the biggest lesson you've learned about running a successful business?
Well, it's about thinking in the long term. It's not doing things for the short term and trying to and ensure longevity. I want TACHE to be around for another 30 years.
TACHE is in the recruitment business, which means you have to deal with clients and applicants aside from your internal employees. What is your strategy when it comes to successfully catering to the needs
It's like
of
you're
all?
part of something.
Really, it's empathy. Trying to make sure that we're doing the best thing possible for our clients and the best thing possible for our applicants, the staff that are working for our clients. If they're happy, then we're happy. And as they both succeed, that makes us succeed. And I love that because we don't have a horse in the fight. We really want to support both sides, and that puts us in a great position.
What do you feel is the biggest accomplishment of TACHE to this day?
Well, it's really, I think, the happiness of our clients and the happiness of our employees. We have an amazing record of success with our clients. Once they come with us, I'm proud to say that they don't leave. And I think the same is true with our candidates or our staff. Some of them have had opportunities that grass is greener, and a lot of them have come back. And I think that's a testament to our team and the way we do business.
Having lived in the U.S. for most of your life, what can you say differentiates Filipino workers from U.S. workers, and what makes them ideal team members for U.S. companies?
It's not about who's better or who's worse. I think it's about opportunities. And for the longest time, Filipino workers didn't have those opportunities. They're separated by geography, maybe stereotypes, but those are all starting to go away. And as we are able to bring Filipino workers into the offices of American companies, they've realized that as well. And I'm really proud to be part of that shift.
How long have you worked for TACHE, and how has the overall experience been?
Well, I've been in TACHE for 6 years now, and overall, the experience is great. It's most fulfilling for me by far.
What are your guiding principles as the country manager for TACHE?
Well, for one, I keep a mindset of inclusivity. I encourage collaboration. I encourage innovation. I always make sure that I empathize with the employees, sensitive to the organization, and the most important of all, I make sure that every client that we have in TACHE is satisfied.
What do you think is TACHE's advantage over other recruitment service platforms and online job platforms?
Well, to name a few, we encourage employee participation, client participation. Our vetting process is highly commendable. We also provide win-win solutions or global solutions for all global companies out there. It's convenience that we sell, cost-effective, cost efficiency.
What is the most fulfilling thing about working for TACHE?
Well, the most fulfilling thing for me, as I've said, in any adversity, in any crisis that we went through all these years, all 11 years, there isn't anyone in the organization that's not ready to help. As one of our executives would say, every manager is ready to roll up their sleeves and do the work.
What are some of the feedback you get from clients who have worked with TACHE?
They all say that our service is commendable. They are very convenient in terms of working with us. Communication is always open. All the complexities of building an offshore team, we've taken care of all those for them.
Now let's go to more personal questions. What's your most memorable moment at TACHE?
There's a lot, but I would say shaking the hand of the President of the Philippines, being there to represent TACHE, saying that, hey, we're compliant. We're not doing any shortcuts. This is us being sincere and being honest to what we do.
What's the biggest challenge you've encountered so far?
Biggest challenge would be, how COVID was, and despite that, as I've said, we were very resilient.
What's your proudest moment working at TACHE?
I would say receiving that award, but apart from that, I'm very proud of the team that I have, the team that we built in-house, the team that we have in the office, everyone collaborating and making sure that they function to their roles and love their work, go to the office every day because they're doing it not for themselves but for their families.
What is it like?
Good morning, everyone joining us in the Philippines. Welcome to our virtual conference on 2024 market trends, future-proof your career, and staying ahead in the global stage. Okay. Oh, so I think operator's screen share is still that's why I am myself as well. There you go. All right. So before we dive into our breach agenda, let me give you a brief overview of today's event. So we will start with a keynote address, followed by sessions on AI and machine learning, multimedia creation, um, blockchain and Web3 technologies. And we will also explore global job opportunities through the Tahche app and conclude with the virtual job fair. So of course, a special highlight of today's program is the job fair hosted by Tache Careers. So, in this segment, the talent acquisition team from Tache Careers will be on hand to screen potential employees. It's a fantastic opportunity, you guys, to explore various job paths and get a sense of the numerous job openings available in the current market. So, are you guys ready? If you are, I want to see I am ready in the comment section. By the way, shout out to our viewers right now. We have some people in Cebu, from Mindanao, and we also have some people in Iloilo. Wow. Hi, Christy. There you go. So, now to start our program, let's do let's go with the doxology followed by the national anthem. Hi, everyone. Once again, it's so great to see you all here. Before we begin, we'd love to know where you're joining us from. Tell us your city or town in the chat, whether you're in Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao. We want to say hi to you. There you go. Hi, everyone. Hello, people from beautiful islands. From the beautiful islands of Cebu. Wow, happy Saturday from Mindanao by Jay Sagarino. Hello, Jay. Thank you so much for joining us in our event. Hello, Roger. Roger's ready. Wow, thank you so much. Look at that. We've got people from all over. Hello to our friends in YouTube and Facebook as well. Hello, Della from Cavite. Wow. So, guys, your energy and excitement are what makes this event fun and special. So, please never hesitate to ask questions, be active on the comment section so that we can, have the chance to connect with you all. All right. So, yeah, I guess let's get started with the main part of our event. I am really excited to introduce our first speaker today. Hello, Jeneline. Thank you so much. Wow, we have so many people here in Cavite. Mga kababayan. I'm from Cavite as well. Hello, you guys. So, introducing our first speaker, he is a passionate enthusiast in technology, artificial intelligence, and marketing. So he's always eager to explore new technologies, and he is a key player in any team aiming innovate in the digital space. All right. With more than 181,000 followers on TikTok, wow, it's a huge following. He's here with us today to share his insights and expertise about AI. Please welcome Mr. Carlo Yarte, aka Carlo Digital.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are you? I'm thrilled to be here with you today and to be part of the 2024 Market Trends event. Thank you, TACHE, for organizing this event. And seeing from the lineup today, I am sure that we'll all get valuable insights that will help us grow in our careers and our personal lives. By the way, I'm John Carlo Yarte, also known as Carlo Digital, and I am a tech, AI, and marketing enthusiast. Today, we'll explore how these technologies are revolutionizing industries and what that means for your future careers. Let's get started and make this session interactive and informative. So, to kick things off in a lighter note, let's play a game called Guess the AI. So, I want you to guess what the AI is being described here. So, we have a clue and the number of letters. So, anyone who is familiar with this AI tool, I guess this one's popular and one of the most AI tool nowadays. So, our clue is that it can hold conversations and almost answer any questions that we have. So any guess in our chat room in the comment section, I would love you to guess which AI tool do you think this represents. So it has 7 letters. Anyone? So who got this AI tool? So for the reveal, this one is called the Chat GPT. So who got who got it right? Anyone in the chat? Yeah. Thank you, Edge, for answering it right and for participating in our quiz. So for the next AI tool that we have, this one's popular because it is commonly partnered with the first one, which is ChatGPT. What we usually do is we paraphrase the answer from ChatGPT to make it sound original, though it's considered cheating. No, so this one's a popular AI tool for paraphrasing, for grammar check, and even plagiarism check. So it has, I think, it has 8 letters. So who got this right? I guess our organizers will give a prize to the one who will perfectly answer this. Oh, it's Edge again. Thank you for the answer. It's Killbot. So it's a great tool for paraphrasing AI content and paraphrasing sentences for our essays and even research papers. And for the last one, this one's a bit tricky. I think few people are familiar with it. It is an AI image generating tool. So if you see AI art in social media, Facebook, this probably they use this AI tool. So this one got around 10 letters, I guess. So who got it right? So anyone in the chat? So it is Mid Journey. So I'm really impressed by how you well these AI tools. So let's dive in into the AI landscape. So what are the current trends in AI and machine learning and how can we benefit from it? So right here, we can see in this news that at least 43% of Filipino professionals say that they are conflicted about the rise of generative AI. So who among us here belong to the 43%? Maybe some are just cool about the developments of AI nowadays, and others do not care at all. But when we talk about generative AI, it is the AI which creates content such as text, images, and even videos, like the ones we've guessed in the quiz a while ago. I believe some of you have encountered this already. In social media sites, we've seen AI generated images, AI generated videos, and most of you use ChatGPT and Killbot. They also provide AI generated content. So, how can we really benefit from this? And the common question is AI good or bad? Let's talk more about this in the discussion. So, next we have this smiling robot face called Emo. If you've seen the video, you'll be amazed by how it can mimic a smile and other human expressions. With these advancements in technology, we'll soon see robots speaking and interacting like humans. It may sound cringe, it may sound scary, but we're going to that pace later on. So, how far have we really come? Just a quick recap on the timeline of some milestones in technology. We can see that in the 50s, we got the first electronic computer. Around the 70s, messages were sent over the internet. And we got our first personal computer or PCs. And around the 90s, if we'll jump to the 90s, we'll see that the World Wide Web was invented. And we've seen gadgets after gadgets, social media, websites after websites, and the AI and the internet as we've known it today. So why did I show you this? Have you noticed that from the earliest computers to the sophisticated AI systems of today, each step in technology has paved the way for new industries and opportunities. And AI is not just a simple step, it is a great leap. Reflecting on this technology, we'll see that and we'll understand that AI can take us to the next level, particularly in our fields of work. So you can see here in the timeline that it's 2024. What we got in the 2020? Who can guess it? What's our latest in the technology today? What we've got in 2024? Any wild guess in the technologies sector? What advancement do you think we've reached in the year 2024? So please comment in the chat box, in the comment section. What do you think is the new wave? What do you think is the one we got in 2024? Thank you, Miss Marilu. AI, she thinks AI. is the one we got in 2024. More specific, gadget, I guess. So I'll give you a clue. It's a gadget. It's a gadget that we've got in 2024. So most of you answered AI, which I think is right. But what I'm looking for is this, the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, something virtual. Someone in the chat box got it right. It's virtual reality. More than virtual reality, it's augmented reality, provided by the Apple Vision Pro. Earlier this year, we saw videos online where people started using this gadget to do work, watch videos, and play almost anywhere. I've seen a video on TikTok. They use the Apple Vision Pro to play piano. The notes are dropping by and like simulating playing a piano. So it's very cool and something that we've just seen in the movies from the early stages of our lives. But what made this special, the Apple Vision Pro, is that it's the first spatial computer released by Apple. Did you get it right? It's special because it's the first spatial computer released by Apple. It uses spatial computing. What do you mean by that? It is able to blend digital content with the physical world. If you've seen it, it's actually not obstructing the physical world, it's blending with the physical world. If you've seen the Apple Vision Pro in action, the view is like it's a like hologram if we've described it. It's like augmented, it's really augmented reality. So that's what made Apple Vision Pro special. And let's count a couple of years and we'll see a version of the Vision Pro that is so small that it can't be noticed. You think we can see right now Apple Vision Pro is so big, it's like funny to wear outside, but same as how the huge computers turned out to the mobile phones we use today, we'll see Apple Vision Pro go to that level. We'll see it so small and feels unnoticeable. And that will be a great advancement in the future technology. So how did Apple Vision Pro impacted the world right now? So in this news, we can see that Apple Vision Pro was used in a spine surgery. It is said that it helped the surgeons to examine the patient's anatomy before the procedure. How cool is that? It's really amazing, right? Because right now, doctors or surgeons can now see the anatomy of a person using the Vision Pro to exactly determine how they can operate, they conduct the operation more safely and more efficiently. And how can this all affect us? Have you questioned that? How can Apple Vision Pro affect my life? How can it change my career? So we'll get to that. Whether you're in marketing, editing, or any other field, AI tools are very available nowadays. You'll just need to experiment on it, to try it. Yes, as said by in our chat box, it's scary but interesting at the same time. It's very accurate. It's scary because it's like the unknown. It's like the internet in its early creation. It's like the social media. It's like TikTok. It's scary or it's disturbing or what you call it. It's uncommon, but it's very interesting. So AI is shaping the future of our work as well. So right now, you can automate your tasks, you can free up your time and do what you're best at and leave AI the things that they can handle for you to be more productive and more efficient at your work. So let's take a peek at how AI can help you in your careers. So I've listed some AI tools right here that I believe will help every field. For example, here in the marketing, we've got MailChimp, any word get response, Hootsuite. So I believe some of you have already tried these tools, and there are many tools. I tell you, there are a bunch of tools right now that can help you with your marketing. For example, Mailchimp is very useful for email marketing. Anyword for content creation. Get Response, we got this also for email marketing and content creation, and Hootsuite for general digital marketing and social media management. Uh, if you take advantage of these tools, you'll see that you can save a lot of time, effort, and money just to make these tools help you do your tasks, daily tasks, and it will be a great leverage for you to use these tools to in your work, business, and careers. Next, we got AI for editors. Right now, we're very familiar with ChatGPT, Killbot, but here are some listed also that have free trials, and you can try it for free. And this will significantly help you to check your grammar styles. You can see that AI helps us to be more accurate with our grammar, pronunciation, uh, punctuation, usage, some things that I think most of us fail to check or double check in our content creation. But right now, editors or content writers can use these tools to check their content or use engines to actually create suggestions to improve our writing. And if you'll ask me if using AI is considered cheating, so somebody already asked me this in one of my videos. So if using AI is considered cheating, so well, the answer is no. No, so I'll explain this. Using AI is a way, just a way to enhance our productivity, to improve our accuracy, and foster innovation. But for example, let's give it in context in academic settings. For example, a student using AI to complete his assignments without disclosure, that is considered unethical or against the rules. So, but in the workplace, remember that the key is transparency and the ethical use of AI. There are certain guidelines, and organizations and companies should set clear guidelines on how AI tools are used. So we can prevent those cheating or unethical ways of the use of AI. So we also have AI for general productivity. I personally use these tools to free up my time for creative and strategic tasks. As a content creator, I usually do save time in brainstorming about content. I use AI to help me write my content, though I always give my personal touch to it. So creativity is something that humans is innate of. So AI is still lagging in terms of creativity, but AI can help us to be accurate in how we can express our creativity. So we have AI tools like Trello, Asana, Sidekick, Notion. I think these tools are for scheduling and for our meetings, Notion for creating notes during meetings and other stuff. So you can try these tools to test it and how it can help you also be more productive with your daily tasks. So AI can also be used for continuous learning. So anyone can now engage with new AI tools and platforms to stay ahead of the curve. So you just don't keep with the trend, but you stay ahead of the curve. So right now we have AI tools or AI websites like Coursera, Class Central, Khan Academy, and EDA. So I personally use Coursera and Class Central. It helped me develop my skills and up my knowledge with in terms of AI and machine learning. So they also provide the courses for AI and machine learning for you to be more familiar on how to use it and how can you apply it in your work and personal lives. So given the new AI tools, we also have emerging roles in the new AI era. So the rise of AI is creating new roles that didn't exist a decade ago. Can you imagine that? 2000, there's no AI, and what we have in our careers is just basically what we had in 2000s, early 2000s. But when the 2020 came, AI was finally here, and we have new careers that emerge. For example, we have the AI engineers and machine learning engineers. So you can see that in the description that they have some differences. What's the basic difference? Well, an AI engineer is mainly focused on machine intelligence. It is about neural networks, while the machine learning engineer is more about the algorithms and models. Next, we also have data scientists and AI product managers. So these are the people who help AI to be more like humans. AI to be more like humans. How ironic, isn't it? But welcome to the future. And I wouldn't be surprised if we'll soon see more AI related careers even available in the TACHE app. So so what do we have overall? To wrap it all up, we have these key points. Well, AI is not just part of the future, it is now defining the future. So it is revolutionizing industries, enhancing what we have today, and shaping the future of work. So, what do we need to do? Even the Apple Vision Pro that I've shown you a while ago, its rapid advancement and the potential of the technology is very impressive. And we'll soon see more gadgets, more website, more AI tools to come up. The capabilities we've seen, like those in the Apple Vision Pro, are just the beginning, I swear. And moving forward, what do we need to do? What do we need to do moving forward? I encourage you all to embrace AI innovations actively. So always be ready to experiment, learn, have fun, and even lead in AI in your respective fields. Just remember that there are ethical guidelines, there are ethical ways to use AI. And the possibilities are boundless, and the future is bright for those who leverage AI effectively. Especially now because we've seen how technology advances, and if you take leverage of these AI tools right now, and soon you'll be able uh, to cope with the upcoming technologies to come. So thank you for your attention and participation in our short discussion. I hope today's uh, little discussion inspires you to explore further and leverage AI in your careers. I'd love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions that you have right now. So thank you very much. Thank you, Tacha team.
Thank you so much, Sir Carlo, for that amazing talk. We do have, so few questions for you, if that's okay. It's a very interesting topic, to be honest, because right now AI is it's a booming industry right now. For career development. Now we do have some questions, and to all our viewers right now, please. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts on our comment section, and if you have some questions, please do let us know as well. Feel free to drop it on our in our comment section so we can raise it in our event right now. So, Sir Carlo, we do have some questions prepared for you. I mean, it'll be very short, and these are just some few questions that has been asked um, from different participants. Number one, Sir Carlo, what do you think are the skills should professionals focus on developing to work effectively with AI technologies? Because right now, we're just ano eh, parang nangangapa pa tayo, right? So, um, what skills should professionals focus on in developing to work effectively with AI technologies, and how does one get started?
So thank you for that great question. I believe AI is still new, though. Ma'am Jamie said it is a booming industry. It is really a booming industry, and right now people are adjusting to the trend. And how can we use this in our workplace? So as I mentioned a while ago, there are new career paths and new AI tools that are rising right now. So what do we need to do is to research about these tools, experiment on it, and effectively apply it on our workplace. Like, how can we automate our tasks? How can we better improve our content with it? Uh, One thing that I think is very important right now is how do we develop prompts for these AI tools, because some people are missing
Yes.
big time just by uh, writing not accurate prompts to help them in their
Right.
what do they need in their workplace. So right now, prompt engineering is rising. So we need to better watch out. How can we effectively uh, say what we want accurately to these AI tools for them to process it effectively to help us in our workplace. So that will save us a lot of time and will be more efficient if we'll be accurate with our prompts. Another thing is, of course, be open minded with the AI, because some people are still what do you call this, not open to the idea of using AI in their workplace. So we need to be open with it, because it's the future, and the future is here. AI is here. What do we not need now is to adapt to it in order for us to step up in our careers and to leverage in any opportunities that it presents with us. That's all. Thank
That's a
you.
really nice point, Sir Carlo. Actually, what I'm really interested in is the how to really prompt the AI, tools, because we I personally use AI. It's a big help for me. But there are some, like, since I've been using it from time to time, I'm already have like this knowledge that if you're going to look at your Facebook post or some people's Facebook post, you'll see, oh, it's AI generated, because the keywords are very used in chat gpt, for example. So having this prompt would actually help us to make more accurate results on whatever we're searching, right? So it's very crucial to have the right prompts for your chat gpt. But do you have like other tips on how to really come up with a proper or the right prompt in using chat gpt so that it won't sound very generic?
So thank you for that question. So with regards to creating accurate prompts, so I'll give you a tip. So with regards, for example, let's put it on ChatGPT. How can we use ChatGPT and feed it with the right prompt? So some people are just simply, for example, they want to create a research about the latest trends in the market. They'll simply put in write me or make a list of the current trends in the market. So that is a good prompt, but it's not the best prompt for that. So what do you need to do is first give ChatGPT the idea. What do you need? What role do I need to play in this conversation? For example, I'll write it a prompt. This is what I'll say. I want you to act as a great or a marketing expert in the field of what's your industry. So, for example, I want to uh, be focused on the food industry. So I want you to be a marketing expert in the food industry, and I want you to create. So now you'll give it a task. I want you to create a marketing research, so specifically identify what type of marketing research do you need, and the year, the coverage year you want. From, for example, for the this year 2024, then what do you need for it? Do you need to what format do you want it to provide you the answer? For example, you want to create a PDF of it, you want to describe the graph of it, or any data you need to process. Also, you can upload any raw materials that you need. Like, for example, you have a document or references online that you want, for example, ChatGPT or any AI tool to use as an example, then in that way, uh, you will be more accurate with the results or response that ChatGPT will provide you. And in that simple way, you give it the role, you provide the instruction, and you give it a format that will be more helpful for you. And I think you will not ask ChatGPT to rewrite the answer, because most people, after ChatGPT answered their inquiries, they will
Mhm.
follow up with more questions, and it will
Yes.
be more less accurate. That's it.
Yeah, and one thing I learned about Chat GPT, you can actually ask him or ask it how to tone it with your own speaking voice. Like how you actually speak. So like for example, I want the prompt to be more friendly or something like that, so you can actually do that as well. According to Yuki, prompts are very hard to create without sounding too generic, and that's one thing that could be really difficult to really work on in chat gpt. Actually, Yuki also has this question, Sir Carlo. She said, very insightful, Sir Carlo. Looking forward, what skills? Oh, okay. Looking forward, what skills do you predict will be most in demand as AI continues to be integrated into more aspects of our professional lives?
So thank you, Yuki, for dropping that question on our comment section. And right now, as we see the AI new wave of the AI and the trends that we have seen online, I believe we can focus on some technical skills, like though a bit of programming knowledge will be very helpful, because right now AI is uh, is in this programming in this field of programming. So I believe if you have some basic knowledge about programming or simple skills, I can say, with programming, you can leverage effectively with AI. Also, right now the trend is in data analysis and statistics. So AI is heavily relying on data. So if you have proficiency in statistics and ability to analyze or interpret data, that will be very helpful. I believe this is available in TACHE. I believe data analysis or and uh, other fields with regards to data analysis. And also, right now, if we have soft skills to develop, that will be critical thinking and problem solving, because AI is helping us to solve our simple problems with accuracy, but the complex issue requires innovative solutions. So, how AI can improve a lot will depend on us, on how we think, how we
Mm-hmm.
critically think, and how we try to solve problems that we have today. I believe AI is still early, and we need to be early with it also. We need to integrate it with our work, with the careers that we choose. So that's, I think, we need critical thinking, problem solving, and of course, communication, because as I've said a while ago, there are complex AI concepts. So if we able to communicate what our ideas are, So we can collaborate with these AI tools, with AI websites or companies. Then we can effectively solve more problems. And of
I
course, adaptability and continuous learning. That's very important.
I definitely agree on that, Sir Carlo. In fact, I really think that it's an additional skill if you're somehow familiar or on how to use Chat GPT or any AI tools. But I want to know the in your perspective. I'm just really curious, Sir Carlo. Do you think like I've seen some professionals like copywriters who are somehow intimidated about the AI tools. How true is it from your perspective, Sir Carlo, that AI can replace some job positions like as I've mentioned, copywriting and or sorry, copywriters, and how they can use the AI instead of like looking at it like their competitors. Like, how are they going to use that tool to be beneficial for them?
So thank you for that question again. A while ago, I've discussed that 43% of Filipino, according to the survey, are conflicted with the rise of generative AI. And that's not surprising because we fear that our jobs may sound uh, irrelevant right nowadays, like copywriting, because AI tools like ChatGPT, Killbot are now available. But always remember that we can always leverage on AI. So maybe copywriting is can be done with AI, but there's still that creativity and human touch that AI does not completely possess. So we have that creative and emotional elements of copywriting that are distinct to us humans, not through AI. And the ability to understand these emotions, this cultural context, humor, and anything is something that is innate with us humans. What we need right now is to to evolve what we have today. We have not we don't fear the job elimination part. It's job
Right.
evolution. So rather than seeing AI as a threat, what copywriters can do it as a tool to augment their capabilities. Like, for example, the professions. Uh, it's not that the copywriter's role is extinct. So it's
Mhm.
evolving. So what do we need right now is to adapt by learning how to use these AI tools to improve our quality of output. Because uh, say it, ChatGPT can write you an essay about this, about that, but the human touch and creativity,
It's still up to you.
how
Right,
can
right.
ChatGPT be humorous? How can ChatGPT know the cultural context of things? So it's about us humans. So we can incorporate, we can augment our capabilities, we can add and be more, what do you call this? Be more efficient with our work, we be more effective with what role do we play. And copywriters, don't fear about your job. It's not it's not it will not be eliminated, it will just evolve from time to time.
I love that. AI is evolving and so is you if you're going to use AI. So
Yes,
thank you so much for that, Sir Carlo. One last thing, do you have anything to promote or anything that where they can reach you once, if they have more questions about AI?
so for to find more about AI, the latest about tech, websites, and marketing, you can follow me on TikTok at Carlo.digital. So
Yeah.
that's my main account. Other social media accounts are just starting, so you can follow me on TikTok. That's all.
Right, and I've seen your your TikTok account, Sir Carlo. There are plenty of people who are really interested in AI. So, yeah, I think if you are interested to know more about it, or if you want to learn more about AI, please follow Sir Carlo on his TikTok account. Yuki said, "I love that, Sir Carlo. Keep on evolving." Wow, thank you for that, Yuki.
Thank you,
So
Yuki.
All right. So again, thank you so much, Sir Carlo, for your time. And I know that our viewers right now have received so many things or knowledge about AI. Thank you so much for that, Sir Carlo.
Thank you, Mom Jamie, and the whole TACHE team. And I'm excited to hear more about our speakers today.
Thank you so much, Sir Carlo. All right. Now for our next topic. You guys are still there. So, for our next topic, it is an exciting panel discussion on multimedia creation. So, today we've got two amazing speakers who are living proof that learning never stops. So, first, let's meet Mr. JP Adena. He is a video podcaster with 10 shows and counting, and now helps aspiring or seasoned video podcaster to develop, design, and deliver 90 or more video contents per month. Wow, to help start, grow, or establish their personal business brand. Next, we have Miss Myrna Natividad, aka Mami Negosyo. She is a woman who almost lost her life from more than 20 business failures. She committed as she tried to balance her role as a mother, a wife, and a teacher turned businesswoman. Learning from her mistakes and from her many local and international mentors, including her franchisor Chowking and SEA College, she finally made her life work after more than 35 years as a businesswoman. Armed with the business success roadmaps she created based on her research and her own experiences. She is now on a mission to coach, mentor, and empower at least 10,000 Filipinas, wow, to overcome their own struggles so that they can start and grow their businesses easier and faster in more effective ways. So, our panelists, Sir JP and Miss Myrna, are here to share their stories and tips on how to keep learning and stay ahead in your job or business. It's going to be a great for anyone who wants to keep growing and getting better at what they do. And to moderate this panel discussion, please welcome Sir Floyd Ricoco. Ah, okay. So yeah, we will get back to you in like 5 minutes. We just need to yeah, we're waiting for someone so that we can start our panel discussion. So we will start first with our AVP, and we'll get back to you after those videos. Thank you.
What's wrong? 흘리듯이 난 너를 자극해. Watch out. 설렌 듯이 네 폭풍맘이 터질 듯해. 내 맘대로 play it. 거침없이 shake it. You know 넌 내게 달려있단 것만 알아둬. 이미 넌 나를 봤어. 뗄 수가 없어. 떨리는 눈빛 티나는 몸짓 baby. 터뜨리고 싶은 너.
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great time. I wish I was there to celebrate this Christmas holiday with you. I wish I was there to see your K-pop outfits and all the skits and songs that you guys are doing. It's always a great time.
태어난 척해도 태어나지 않은 거야. 하지만 네가 있는 이번 이 겨울은 다르잖아. 울리는 캐롤 날 울리지를 않아.
This year has been an amazing year for TACHE. We've had so many great milestones and achieved so much growth. I'm really excited for what we did and what's coming up. One of the biggest things that happened this year was our move into One Nido Tower.
that building and that location is going to be our headquarters in the Philippines as we continue to grow.
울려 퍼지는 잔소리들이 좀 이렇게 다르게 들릴 수가 있는지 내 손을 잡고 거니는 거리에 불빛 때까지도.
We had amazing growth this year. We grew almost 100%. And that's because of all of the amazing and talented people that we have in the Philippines and our clients that have trusted in them and found their work to be top notch. And as a result, they've continued to grow their teams and new clients have come on board.
이제는 나도 크리스마스가 좋아 내리는 흰 눈도 쓸쓸하지 않아 이제는 내 크리스마스 고백이야 New Year는 happy야 이렇게 네가 내 곁에 있으니
Why are we here tonight? Because it's our Christmas party. But it's not important that we just open gifts or receive raffle prizes. But what's most important is the joy and love that we experience with our family, friends, and loved ones.
눈과 귀를 달가려봤지 그런 네가 불쌍했는지
So I hope you guys are having a great time. I hope that the food is wonderful, and I wish I was there. Had hoped to be there, but I do think I'll be there in the near future. I hope to shake all you guys' hands and see you guys. Please enjoy this party, enjoy the holiday season. Love your families, give everyone a big hug. I love you guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
세상에 아무리 날 주저앉혀도 아프고 아픈 말들이 날 찔러도 네가 있어 난 다시 웃어 That's what you do Again I feel special 아무것도 아닌 존재 같다가도 사라져도 우리 사랑 같다가도 내 부르는 네 목소리에 I feel loved I feel so special
Hello. Hi. You guys can hear me? Wait.
Yes.
Hello? Oh, yeah. All right. Hi. Hi once again. So we're here in the 2024 Market Trends. Wait, let me just sorry, I can hear some echo at the background. So let me just uh is it clear now? All clear?
Yes,
You
loud
can
and
hear
clear.
me? All good?
Yeah.
Loud and
But
clear.
can you say hi, JP? Oh, sorry, I cannot hear JP and Miss Myrna, Mami Negosyo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yan,
Hi.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Ayan, okay, okay. So, there you go. Okay. So, yes, hello to all of you. Good morning to all of our TACHE um, um, participants for today. So, today's panel discussion will be focusing more on multimedia creation. No? So, that will be, we're going to talk about podcasting, and also as a point of view of an influencer. We'll also going to discuss about it. And of course, with us today is no other than a good friend of mine. We've been friends for some time already, Mr. JP Adena. Hi, JP.
Hi, Floyd. Thanks for having us here with Mami Negosyo.
No, thank you. And of course, our influencer. You know, it's very rare for us to see a influencer who's already we can say has been around in the business scene for some time. and she saw the big opportunity in creating content in social media. So we'll know more about her story, how she started. So let me introduce Miss Myrna Natividad, also known as Miss or Mami Negosyo. Hello po, ma'am.
Hello, good morning, Floy, and good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for inviting us.
Of course, we're happy to be to have you guys as well. So okay, let's go straight to the point because we want to know more of your background. So let's start first with your story. So how you started? Maybe let's go first with JP. When it comes to the podcasting scene, what's your story behind it? Why podcasting? Why video editing?
Thank you for that question, Floy, and thank you for this platform and opportunity to tell my story. You see, madaldal ako.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, please pigilan nyo ako kapag dumedire-diretso na ako. So, I saw that
Yeah.
video
It's okay.
podcasting is a platform
This is the time.
to
This is the time.
yes. I saw that video podcasting is a platform for me to para mag-blossom pa yung kadaldalan ko. First of all. But
Mm-hmm.
it really is about sharing what I know. And you know this, Floyd, because we are in the financial education world. And I started because of you. You are my inspiration kung bakit ako
Yeah.
nag-start nito. And I felt that I have a story to tell and I should spread it to all, not one, but all that, especially OFW. Because I'm an OFW as well. So, nung pumunta kami dito before the pandemic, and then we had a lockdown noong March 2020, nandito kami sa Pilipinas noon. And then, sobrang busy ng mga tao nung una, and then nung nag-lockdown, lahat sila walang makausap. Or naghahanap sila ng gustong
Mm-hmm.
kausap. And then I discovered
Mm-hmm.
the mga platforms to actually create this and ma-record din. So I invited everybody to talk in Zoom and asked to record. And everybody said yes. Kasi nga, lahat naka-lockdown. So everybody said yes. So the June of 2020, I recorded 30 video podcasts, one per
Wow.
day
Okay.
for that whole June. And then I did not stop until
Yeah.
now. So that's the story of
Yeah.
how the video podcasting started. And then I was actually asked to be a content contributor for an OFW website based in Hong Kong after 6 months. So I did it really just to give out information because madaldal nga ako.
Mm-hmm.
I love to tell stories. So nangyari ginagawa ko lang siya dahil gusto ko siyang gawin. That's it. For the love
Yeah.
of lang talaga. But then an opportunity came to actually monetize it. They're asking me to do more of these type of shows, video podcasts, to help the OFW.
Yeah.
So right now, all the content that I have is to really help the OFW. To help you come home for good, no matter what your definition of home is. And that did not stop until today. It continues on. So that's basically the short story.
Okay. Okay. It's a short story, but I know that you have a lot of things to tell today. So, i-reserve muna natin yan. I-reserve muna natin yan. Okay. Ma'am Myrna, Mami Negosyo. Okay, so how about your story? I'm actually you're one of those personalities that I'm also very curious because we all know that when it comes to the social media trend, I mean what's in the social media today, um it's very kumbaga it's most of the influencers there are also in the Gen Z or in the millennial age range. But you're maximizing it and you're doing good in what you're doing. So let's know what's your story behind it. Why you get into the influencer industry or being an influencer?
Right. Thank you, Floyd. No. So if you are the inspiration of JP, then JP is is my inspiration. Nag-umpisa
Okay.
yan, I met JP because we were classmates kay siya na sino in the book writing course, and we were messaging the group O, lahat kaming magkaklase, we were messaging each other every day. And JP was recording videos every day. Every day, nasa Hong Kong pa siya. Tapos ina-upload niya. Tapos sabi ko, nako, nagpa-challenge siya. Sabi ko, kung kaya ni JP, kaya ko rin. Parang gano'n. That's why I started to go into Facebook, started to have some videos. Pag ganun, pasulpot-sulpot lang. No? But then, yon, because we were writing a book and nung lumabas na yung libro, I thought that selling a book would be easy. Hindi pala. Akala ko ilalagay lang sa National Bookstore and ganun na. Hindi pala. Madami palang mga intricacies yun. And eventually, I was taught to sell my book online. And para mabenta ko, yun, I went online at my age. That this was in 2017. No? So, I went online, I tried to sell my book, and then sabi nila, okay, kailangan mo ng VA because ang hirap gumawa ng mga kung ano-anong posting. So, I hired a VA, and then, one thing led to another, sabi ng VA, sabi ko, teka muna, sweldo ng sweldo ang VA, kulang yung aking benta ng libro to pay for the VA. So, I needed to create courses to be able to sell it. Okay? So, selling courses, nagbebenta ako ng libro, and at the same time, I was putting myself out there so that people would get to know me, people would get to see sino ba tong nagbebenta ng libro na to. But then, for some years, I was just bringing out my savings to be able to support the VAs, and I could not have enough income to sustain the operation. And at that time, sabi ko, kailangan siguro mag-YouTube video. So we kept producing and producing YouTube videos. I would shoot the videos and the VAs would work on it, edit it, and then put them online. But crickets ako sa YouTube. And one day, eto na, nung ano na, JP came again to my life and sabi, Mami En, sa TikTok tayo. Sabi ko, teka muna, hindi ako sasayaw. Hindi mo ako mapapasayaw sa TikTok. Kanya, hindi, educational,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And ang kulit-kulit, hindi lang siya makwento, makulit pa. So he kept pestering me and finally I said, oh, sige na, do whatever you want. And that was the start of it. That was the start of it. I started appearing on TikTok, and after just a few months, nagulat ako 20,000+ na yung yung numbers ko. Sabi ko, anong nangyari, JP? So yeah,
Wow.
since that time tuloy-tuloy na. Kaya even at my age, I don't know if I'm the oldest person oldest Filipina at least in TikTok, no? Pero yan, sige, makapal ang mga mukha namin ni JP, so tuloy-tuloy kami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so that's the story.
actually, the fact that you're getting so much traction today, it only shows that you're doing well. You're doing good in social media or influencer marketing side. You know? So I'm again I'm impressed. So let's go on my next question. No? So in what ways that you guys have adapted your content creation strategies for you guys to be relevant, or let's say competitive in social media, in the global stage, as what we say.
Yeah, JP
So sige, JP,
siguro.
Let me start.
go.
Okay.
Go first. Yeah.
So, adapted, right? You see, yung adaptation is about something happened and then you adapt what you do on what happened or the changes in the landscape, right? So for me, the adaptation is different sa content creation journey ko. Because I'm already doing it, right? So sabi ni Mama En, nung 2015, 2016, ginagawa ko na yung every single day na videos. Around 124 videos every single day. Wala akong ginawa kundi mag-record, edit, post. Record, edit, post for 124 days. So, technically, yun pa rin yung ginagawa ko hanggang ngayon. So, I didn't really adapt. You see, Floy, what happened is that the world coincided to what I'm already doing. This is already what I'm doing. Nagdadaldal sa harapan ng camera. So, nauso yung video podcast. Nauso yung podcasting audio lang. Nauso yung vertical videos. Nauso yung ganto, nauso yung ganyan, nauso yung panibagong platform which is TikTok. But I'm already doing it. So, what I just needed to do is put the videos that I have I already recorded, I already do every single day to put it into the platforms available. So for me, on the creation, I didn't really adapt. The world adapted to what I'm doing. But for me to spread it out, makita ng mundo yung ginagawa ko, I really have to put it into every social media. So when, balik tayo sa kwento ni Ma'am N na sabi ko sa
Yeah,
kanya,
yeah,
hindi, mali. Kinulit ko siya na mag-TikTok. Because
yeah.
when she asked, what are the strategies, katulad itong question mo, to actually be competitive in the global landscape, right? Yun yung question mo sa akin, but yun yung gusto mangyari ni Mami and at that time. I said, where are you at? Nasaan kang social media or nasaan kang platform? Sinabi niya ganito,
Yeah.
ganito, ganyan. Sabi ko, and then sinadjust ko yung TikTok. Because for me, you should be in everywhere. Ang nagiging challenge kasi natin, ang lagi nating iniisip or lagi nating walls, dahilan, walls natin, reason not to do it kasi hindi kasi ako sanay sa ganito, hindi ako sanay sa ganyan. Okay na ako sa Facebook, okay na ako sa Instagram. But for me, in order for you to be heard, be seen, you have to be everywhere. And you don't have to choose, I want this kasi, not this. When the answer really is the power of and, A and D. All of it. If there's another social media platform that comes in, I'll be there as well.
Mhm. Mhm. So actually, well, it's being the relevance is being up to date. No? So I mean, I think the lesson there is if you decide to take that route in terms of video creation, you have to be everywhere. So as what I understand from your end. How about you, Mami Nigot? Myrna?
Yeah. Yeah, tama yung sinabi mo, Floy, no? Talagang kailangan up to date. And
Yeah.
sa aking, at my age, tapos sa dami ng ginagawa ko, I needed to produce courses, I needed to answer questions, mga Q&As, tapos may oras pa ba ako na sumunod dyan, mag-aral kung ano yung dapat? 'Di ba? Ano yung dapat
Mhm.
aralin? So kaya ngayon, because yung ginawa namin ni JP, nag-work na, therefore, I have total trust sa kanya. Pag sinabi niya sa akin, talon, talon, tatalon ako. And I think that is the
Yeah.
importance of partnership. He was able to prove to me that because of TikTok, because of all the platforms, all the video editing, the podcasts that we have been doing, I started selling the courses that could not sell before, and I started getting inquiries from all over the world. Mga Pinoy na nasa labas, they would message me and I would get coaching clients from them. So bakit pa ako mag-iisip ng kung ano-ano? If I have a trusted partner, then all I need to do is just take care of me, JP. No? So tulad din yan ng
Mhm.
Tachi. If Tachi is a trusted partner, then just let them take care of you. Wag lang mag-isip ng kung ano-ano. And just obey, just follow. So yun, that's how I adjust to the new technologies.
Okay.
Sa kanya ako uma-adjust kay JP.
Okay, okay. But okay, I mean just for for clarification. So we know that JP, you're the one who's creating content. And then I think si Mami Negosyo is your client or yeah? Okay. So
Yes.
as a client, I mean, so what happens that you need that bond that when it comes to the expertise in terms of video creation, video editing, it's you. But for the script, the content, it's your part naman, Mami N. Tama?
Right. Right. So, yeah, the way we do it is, syempre, I base it on what are the needs
Okay.
of people. Yes. Kung ano yung mga tinatanong nila. There are comments kasi sa lahat ng social media. I'm on lahat ng platform, sabi ni JP. So, you can look for me, Mami Negosyo, nandoon ako, TikTok and whatever. And meron chine-check namin yung mga questions nila everyday. And from the questions that people ask, and the comments that they give, I create content. And from the content, ang ginagawa ko, syempre with some help from AI as well, no? Kanina relevant yung AI na ChatGPT, Bard, which is
Yeah.
now Gemini, all of those platforms, AI platforms help. So from there, inaayos namin at ginagawa namin ng script tapos or outline, and then we record. And after I just record it on Zoom, and from there bahala na si JP doon. And JP takes care of me, takes care of
Wow.
everything. Yan. Ayos na, pati yung podcast ayos na rin.
So,
So that's how we create
wow.
content, no? From the development, from the customers to ganun naman talaga sa business, 'di ba? We listen to the customers, what are their needs, we develop the products, and then from there we distribute it to them.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So those were some nice insights. So the way I see it, JP, you're the ones behind the technology side. Actually, that will also lead me to my third question. So, what do you think are the most, we can say, crucial tools that you've been using? I mean, the let's just say, for starters, no, what can be the most important tools that they need to know first when it comes to video creation, let's say podcasting, ano yung mga pinaka basic that they should try to understand first?
Thank you so much. Alam mo, napakaganda ng question na yan kasi maraming matutulungan na taong nakikinig dito yan eh. So, for me, there are two types of people that are listening here. Number one is a content creator na sabi niya, gusto ko magkaroon ng business sa content ko. Yun yung una. Pangalawa is, yung may business na, katulad ni Mami N, may business na siya. She just wants to sell the products and the services. So, she's a business person thinking of content creation to market it. So, baliktad, di ba?
Okay.
Yung first person, ako yon. I am a content creator that created a business out of it. She is a business person that created content because of the business. So, yun yung two people na kinakausap natin ngayon. So, for me, the ultimate guide sa isang novice, isang baguhan, is to use what you already have. Do not make it your wall. Okay? Do not make it your wall. Kung may cellphone kayo na yon. Tapos sasabihin lang, magastos kasi. There are so many things that are free. Until now, I still use the free version, ito ha, ultimate tip, of the DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is a video editing tool na sobrang dami niyang nandun sa free. You don't have to pay for the studio or the paid version. For the cell phones naman, I started with InShot video editing, and now I transitioned to CapCut or so many others actually.
Okay.
Actually, hindi na ako nagpipigil. Hindi ako nagpipigil dun sa mobile. If there's something new that comes in, I try it. Something new that comes in, I try it. I'm not stuck with one with the mobile, but for the DaVinci Resolve, I'm staying there kasi kahit siya mismo, siya yung mismong nag-a-adapt sa new things na meron sa AI eh. Nagkakaroon siya ng AI, so it's unbelievable na it's free. For me talaga, it's unbelievable that it's free. So that's for you already to use, a tool for you to get started with, a tool that you already have, and a tool that is free. Wala ng walls. Wag mo nang bigyan ng sarili mo ng wall. The usual thing na hindi na technology ang nagiging problema. The problem now is the confidence to talk in front of the camera. Yun na yung nagiging concern natin. But for you to get started with, that's it. Now, dun sa business part naman, okay, yun yung answer sa person na content creator and then want to create a business out of it, right? But for the business person, usually meron na siya. Right?
Yeah.
Meron na siya. The business person has the capacity. Meron siyang marketing department. Meron siyang sales department. Meron siyang maybe content creation department. I don't know. Right? So, most probably, TACHE has a marketing, has a content creation department. Nakikita ko, meron kayong mga vertical videos. So, you already know that it is a need. You already know that it should be happening. So my question to all the business people here or the CEOs and the marketing heads here is that if you believe video podcast or content creation in general will help you create your brand. Why haven't you started yet? Back to you, Floy Wikoko. Parang ano na.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, especially for a lot of social media platforms today. So let's say Meta or Facebook, So we've seen how they change how they want their contents when it comes to people posting their contents should be in terms of the type of post na nilalagay nila. We saw the difference. Before, it was very text format, and then eventually, Meta encourage the influencers, say you have to go reels, you have to go videos, and I'll be paying you for that. So and it's making a lot of sense for the reason that people spend a lot more time. Let's say in a specific influencer that they want. Let's say for Mami Negosyo side, so they spend more time watching her videos rather than, let's say, I'm just going to read her text. So it will just take me, let's just say, 5 seconds. Let's say for a one-liner type of post. That's it. Well, when it comes to videos, let's say you have at least 5 minutes. So the people who get to follow you will spend 5 minutes at least in your page, and they spend more time in the channel, in the social media platform itself. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, and it's very good tips, JP, when you say about the Da Vinci Resolve. So Lou was able to connect with it, so she's watching us right now. And I think, well, CapCut, I've also been using it, CapCut, so it's also big help. Even if the very first starters, let's say Canva, it's a
Yeah.
lot of use today. So I mean, they just, as what you said na, JP, they just have to maximize what's around them. Kung kaya free muna, go for free. And then if you think that there are certain features that will help you a lot, so go for it. I mean, for Canva Pro, for example, again, this is not a sponsored podcast. No? For Canva
Shoutout
Pro,
sa'yo.
just for just ano lang, clarification. Okay, for Canva Pro, there are features like the AI part already. Ang galing mo sa Canva Pro. I mean, you just, let's say there's a specific image that you want to put in your banner. So you can use their AI tool, and then what specific item in your picture, let's say, or in your video that you want to remove, it will be removed with the use of AI. So I mean, it's something that we should also, sabi nga ni Carlo Digital earlier, you have to learn to adapt as well. Diba? So, sorry, medyo madami. Ako din, parang si JP, madaldal din ako, mami. On your end, how about the tools for you? At least
Oh,
the basic tools, yeah.
yeah, sa tools, wala. I just stick to Zoom. Yun lang talaga, kahit na
Mhm.
anong sabihin nila, and that's how I record. Yeah, but then
Yeah.
I'd like to comment sa sinabi ni JP tungkol sa confidence. No, yun din ang naging challenge ko kasi, no, yung confidence. Sabi ko, sino ba ako? Ang tanda ko na,
Yeah.
I'm old and ugly. Tapos who am I to talk about business? I'm not a business graduate, a business course graduate. Hindi ko alam yung mga jargon. Ang dami dyan na mas mayaman, mas malaking business kesa sa
Yeah.
akin. Ako, I was able to grow my business only, physical business only to 30 branches. The others grew them to 100, 200 branches, and they are not having TikTok videos. But then, I was able to overcome those challenges dahil sa mga feedback ng mga tao, no? Na sa mga comments sa social media. Social media really help. Of course, there are bashers, just ignore them. But generally, people are nice and they tell me good results. Like one client, for example, came to me. She was selling 100,000. When she came to me, after 2 months, she was already selling 400,000. And last month, I challenged her, pwede mo bang
Wow.
doblehin yan? Bigla siyang tumawag at, Mami N, 800,000 ako this month. Hindi ba nakakataba ng
Wow.
puso? So if you can help somebody grow that much, no, that is very exciting. And there's another teacher also, a public school teacher who told me na Mami, and I'm teaching entrepreneurship. I don't have many materials aside from the book. So the your stories are giving me materials to teach the students. And now I'm asking the students to listen to your podcast or watch your video. So yan
Wow.
ang talagang nakaka-overcome. Whenever I am, hanggang ngayon, ninenervyos pa rin ako whenever I go on camp. But when I remember these clients,
Parang
these
natural
students,
naman.
sorry,
Very
sorry, Flo.
natural naman, Mami N. Very natural. Walang kakaba-kaba.
Kung minsan sasabihin ni JP, "Mami, yan wala ka pang video, teka muna ninenervyos ako, hindi ko alam kung anong ilalabas ko na content." So, that happens din, nagkakaroon ng dry spell ang pagpo-produce ng
Mhm.
content. But, yeah, I just focus on these guys and na-overcome ko yung aking takot, yung aking hiya, yung yun, kumakapal ang mukha, sabing gano'n ni
Yeah.
JP.
Okay. Well, I like your tandem. I think that's again. This is the reason why we got you in today's panel discussion because we want to get the perspective of a video creator and at the same time to the influencer mismo. So that means we get to have let's say a full perspective to the audience on how a video creator work on his piece and at the same time for the influencer mismo. So di ba, it's something that in this kind of events we get to value a lot at the same time. So okay, I want to talk about naman on the creative process part. So as I want to start first with you, Mami N. So how do you develop your contents, your videos, well, podcasts? Ano yung pinaka basic steps that you do first?
Okay, so the first step is to find out, yun na nga, nakwento ko kanina, no? Um, nakwento ko, Floyd, no? I'm very inspired by your question, eh. So, nakwento ko kanina that we listen to the clients. We always listen to the clients as business owners. Ano yung mga tinatanong nila, ano yung kailangan nila. And from there, I would list down the topics. And then I would try to think about my experience. Sabi ko, okay, sa experience ko, ano itong mga answers dito. So I would write down some notes on ito to. These are the 5 points, the 3 points, etc. And then from there, ang ginagawa ko is kinoconsult ko si ChatGPT kasi baka meron siyang experience or items na pwedeng i-share na nakalimutan ko, na wala sa consciousness ko. Tapos pag nakita ko si ChatGPT, okay, ito pala, tama ito, tama, tama. And then I will think of stories because the power of change, no? Yung learning is in the stories. Hindi doon sa what are the 5 points or what are the 3 points. No? Pag walang kwento, hindi pumapasok sa consciousness ng nakikinig. I am also a teacher kasi I was a teacher a long, long time ago. And for me, what is important is there should be learning. Hindi lang yung lalabas ako sa social media na ganun lang. No? Gusto kong ma-imbibe talaga ng mga audience yung lesson talaga and it becomes part of them. And therefore, I put down the stories and then from there, yun na, record na, turn on the Zoom with that kodigo in front of me and dal 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 dal. And after that, kung
Yeah.
minsan merong mga mali-mali, we do the clapping. Tinuruan ako ni JP na clap para malaman ko kung nasaan yung mga mistakes mo so that it will be easier to edit. And then from there, yan,
Okay.
padala ko
Okay.
na kay JP. Ito na, raw video,
Wow.
bahala ka na. Tsaka yung kodigo ko nandun na rin sa kanya. And he takes care
Wow.
of cutting it into the long form, into snippets. He takes care of converting the audio into the podcasts. So, yun, that's how we are able to, nandiyan na rin yan sa Reels and all of those other short form videos.
Okay. Well,
Simple lang.
no, actually, you may say that simple lang, Mami, and yung process mo, but it really makes a lot of sense. Kasi again, I myself I've also been teaching about social media for some time, and I always tell to people when it comes to creating content, it's all about the storytelling. It's all about how you want to tell your story to people, or maybe other people's story to your audience. Why? Because one, Filipinos, we really love to hear stories. So, eto, I always say this kasi there's this like survey that came out few years back, and they said that Filipinos are highly emotional citizens. In fact, we're the most emotional citizens in the world. As what this survey said. I forgot what website is that. But again, it makes sense. I mean, because Filipinos, we love to hear other people's stories. Kaya nga nauso sa atin yung mga marites, di ba? It's
Yeah.
because we love hearing stories. Basically, we love hearing stories. So when it comes to influencer marketing side, no, or as an influencer side, for you to create traction, you have to work on your stories. You have to focus your content on the stories. I mean, you may have a lot of ideas, knowledge, but all of these ideas will not make sense if you don't have a stories with it. If you don't have your story with it, diba? So that's what I learned from you, and I think that's how I was able to connect from you, Mommy. And how about you, JP? Your process when it comes to creative process when it comes to creating your podcast, naman.
Okay, yan. I'll give you two answers, Floy. The one is the bigger picture and the one is the every single day. Okay, I call this sky and sand. So I answer with the sky, the vision, and I answer with the sand, which is the mission. So, creative process on how develop ideas on video podcasts. You see, we call this, yung meron akong isang co-host sa isang show, plug ko na rin, Creator's Block. You can check it out on my website, ThinkHome TV, thinkhometv.com. So, ang nangyari, yes, thinkhometv.com. Sinasabi namin, bakit pa tayo mag-iisip ng idea kung ang buhay natin yung idea? So, we call it effortless pillar content, EPC. What is an effortless pillar content? Something that you already do, just put a camera in front of you. It doesn't have to go to your face. Yung iba, hand lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Di ba? Yung iba nga, walang audio eh. Nire-record lang nila yung audio na nag-narrate lang sila dun sa video. Right? So, if it is something that you already do. So, for example, I wake up in the morning, I schedule my podcast or my recording with other conversations with other people ng 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Okay? So, technically, we just put in the camera in front of us and then we talk. Kasi kahit hindi namin ilagay yung camera, kahit hindi namin sadyain, ginagawa talaga namin yun pag magkita kami. Ganun talaga. Ewan ko, alam mo yan, Floy. Alam mo yan, Mami N. Kapag kinakausap mo na ako, kailangan mo akong pigilan. So, instead of me thinking na yun ay negative, I told myself, it's a superpower. Yung kadadalan ko is a superpower. Because I don't talk without sense. It's always with sense. Might as well record it. And when I record it, that's already the episode. So, effortless. I already do it every single day.
Yeah.
Let me give an example. Kung nagpo-push up ka every single day sa 10, i-video mo yun. O di meron ka ng exercise content, effortless, right? All you have to do is make an extra effort to put a camera in front of you. And then what I told you earlier, na use the tool that you already have. I'm sure meron ka namang phone na may camera. At kung meron kang phone na may camera, just put the camera in front of you and then mag-push up ka ng 10. That's your content for the day. Effortless pillar content. So, for me, I just think of my life, what I'm doing every single day, and that will be my creative process. It's super easy to think of kasi yun din yung ginagawa ko every single day. Now, yung sinasabi mo is about the every single day naman, right? Yun yung sky answer. Yeah. Now, the sand answer is yung every single day and how I do it. You know, I always think of saving time. Saving time lang. The fastest way to do it na hindi na-sacrifice yung quality. How? Again, nung nagkaroon ka na ng extrang pera, I bought a camera that up to 4K. Nagkaroon ka na ng extrang pera, I reinvested it to what I'm already doing and I bought a very good mic. Right? Yeah. So, and then a very good light. And the second light. And then, nagamit mo na yung wall mo dati na hindi mo magawa. Wala kasi akong camera eh. Wala kasi akong mic. Wala kasi akong light eh. Ngayon meron na. Nung meron na, pagandahin mo na. Reinvest it into what you already are doing. And then, that will make it faster. So, doon na ngayon yung papasok yung AI. Meron na mga AI editing, may AI yung CapCut, may AI yung ganito, may AI yung ganyan, may AI yung Canva Pro. The fastest way to do it, create an invite for my Facebook post for this Tahche Careers event. I'm pretty sure that it can be done. So, you save time. So, that's why we have to leverage the AI. Ang ganda na sinabi ni Carlo Digital kanina. Kasi, hindi mo kalaban yung AI. Kakampi mo siya. Pero, hindi niya may isip hanggat hindi mo sinabi sa kanya. Prompting, right? That's the prompting. So, the proper prompting for me is to actually ask the proper prompting from the AI. ChatGPT, how will I prompt this better? So, you don't prompt, but you ask the better prompt. ChatGPT, I give you permission to ask me maybe 5 questions to have a better prompt to help me make the video. You know what I mean? Ang tinatanong mo na siya kung paano mo matanong sa kanya ng maayos. And then you will have the best prompt. How to get the best prompt? Ask AI. And then you will have the best prompt. And then ang gagawin mo lang is sustainable siya, repeatable siya. So, ask mo siya ulit, ChatGPT, make this prompt or make this conversation reusable. I'll give you next time the topic, the thumbnail, maybe, and the story behind it, and then give me all those answers the next time. So, hindi mo kailangang ulitin ulit yung prompt. Kasi, pre-prompt mo na siya na, ChatGPT, uulitin ko to ha. Bukas sasabihin ko ulit to. Bukas sasabihin ko ulit to. Araw-araw ko itong sasabihin sa'yo. Give me different answers based on what I am telling you. Based on the parameters that we talk about today. So, yun yung dati, imposible. Na parang sinabi mo dati, paano ka gagawa ng content? Paano yung mga ganito? Paano yung mga ganyan? So, yung ideas is your life. On how to do it is the AI. So, now, with the audience here, with the people listening here or watching here, now, if you have the wall before, if you have the excuse before, I hope that's eliminated.
Yeah. Correct. Wow, those are very powerful statements, bro. So, I mean, as what we say, we have all the resources around us. We just have to maximize all of these resources. Kasi nga, again, some of them are free. You just have to learn how to use it properly. Diba? So, but anyway, let's go to the next question. I want to talk more about challenges. So, what are the biggest challenges that you have faced in producing your videos or podcasts, and what are the things that you have done as well to solve those problems or challenges that have happened? Let's go with Mami N first.
Yeah. So aside from, thank you for that question, Floy, no? Challenges. Inisip ko kaagad bigla, ang dami-dami. But yeah, aside from yung feeling of not enough, no? Yung self-doubt, yun yung emotional challenge. Another challenge is time. No? As somebody mentioned it kanina, may nag-comment tungkol sa time management. Tama yon. Ang daming ginagawa ng influencer. Pwera pa yung pagbebenta, pwera pa yung guesting on this program and that program, pwera pa yung paghahanap ng opportunities. So where do we fit all of this in? Yeah, no? And the biggest challenge is pag may time ka na nakabox na gano'n, na okay, at this time I will create content. And when you look at your computer, you don't know where to start. Parang, okay, how do I do it? Tapos type ka ng type. Yung parang sinasabi nilang writer's block. Yan. So those are the challenges. So yung time management at saka being able to come up with content. So ganon, no? At first talagang I was fighting it, but now I was able to learn na okay, if I have blocked this time for content creation, I try for 5 minutes, 10 minutes and nothing really comes out, I might as well put something else there and look for another block time. Kasi there are times that, especially when everything is quiet around me, sometimes it just flows. And I trust the process. I trust that yun yung process na andoon, God is speaking through me and it's not me. So, madali, mabilis. And pag hindi talaga oras, hindi talaga oras. And so far naman, tuloy-tuloy naman yung aming production ng content pagdating kay punta kay JP. So yun yung ano, yun yung number one na challenge para sa akin. Yeah. Nakatulong ba?
Okay. Okay. So trust the process. Yes, trust the process. Trust the process. How about you, JP? Biggest
Challenges.
challenge that you were able to overcome? Yeah.
So let me answer it, sky and sand also. So the first thing that came into mind is time. Time pa rin. Alam niyo yung kung minsan sinasabi nyo, gagawin ko to pag may time na. Right? So I told myself before na gagawa ako ng content every single day. Ginawa ko nga 124 but I stopped. It was not sustainable. Right? But how is it that I am able to do it now? Dati, nagawa ko ng 124 days but I stopped. Right? It was not
Yeah.
sustainable. But right now, I am able to do it. Why is it I am able to do it? That's the question, right? Before, hindi ko nagawa. Ngayon, nagawa ko siya. Ano yung nagbago? Right? So, yun yung... I'm pretty sure yung mga nakikinig ditong mga wala nang idea. Yun din yung nasa isip nila. Tumigil ako ng third. Ako, 124th, 125th ako tumigil eh. Sila 3rd pa lang tumigil na. Right? Bakit ko... Ang nangyari kasi is, when I think of the effortless pillar content, ginagawa ko kaagad. Right? So, pagka-isip, then put the camera, gawa agad. Right? What I do is, I set up everything now. So, andyan na yung camera, andyan na yung mic, andito lang sa tabi ko yung mic, andito lang yung ilaw. When you ask me, Floy, to, let's say, impromptu to. Right? JP, gawa tayo ng video. Okay, sige. Anong topic? Bahala na, record na muna natin. Kunyari, gano'n na.
Yeah.
Right? So, ang gagawin ko lang, in 1 minute, masiset up ko lahat. So, magagawa ko na. Andyan na siya. Right? So, yun yung challenge ko dati. Dahil, ay nako, isi-set up ko na naman. Si Floy, minessage ako, biglaan, ano ba naman to si Floy? Biglaan yung pagkaka-message sa akin eh. Isi-set up ko pa yung camera, set up ko yung ilaw, set up ko pa yung camera. Ano ba yan? Tapos, nung na-set up ko na, sabi ni Floy, bro, hindi pala ako pwede. May emergency bigla, hindi nangyari eh. Hindi pwede today. Bukas na lang. Right? And then bukas, ganun ulit. Nung malapit na, sineset up mo na naman. Ano ba yan? Si Floy, biglaan naman eh. Sabi mo kanina, 2 o'clock. Ngayon, 10 o'clock na. So, ginawa mo na, inayos ko na ngayon ulit. Tapos sabi niya, hindi pala pwede bro, biglaan. Susunduin ko yung mga ganun na. Right? So, my ultimate challenge talaga is, I put in the time, yet I don't have control of other people's time. Right? So, ang nangyayari is, frustrated ka kapag hindi natutuloy. I'm not saying ginagawa ni Floy sa akin yun. Example lang yung kanina, ha? Sample lang yun. Na hindi natutuloy yung mga recordings namin. Pero, ang nangyayari, if this is my life, I should expect that other people will have busy lives. Right? And they might cancel. And they will cancel. So, ang challenge ko before is, hindi ma-frustrate, mainis, pag naka-cancel. Ano ba yun? Sinetap ko na eh. It took 30 minutes, inangle ko pa eh. Tapos, hindi natuloy. Bad trip, di ba? So, yun yung concern ko. So, what I did is, it just took me 1 minute to set it up. Pag ma-cancel, it just will take me 1 minute to remove everything or to stop it.
To fix it.
And if kunyari, sabi ni Floy, ay bro, okay na pala. Okay na pala. In 10 minutes, nag-message siya ulit. Sabi ko kanina, cancel, sorry ituloy na natin. Okay. In 1 minute, it's already set up. So, for me, the frustration of other people's thing na hindi mo makokontrol. So, the challenge now is the time. Your time, make it available for them. But if they are not available, even if we scheduled, it's okay. So, for me, the challenge now is the mental aspect of it. It's okay. Let it go, move on, but I can control how I set it up. 30 minutes dati, 1 minute na ngayon. So, wala akong problema kung i-cancel mo at ituloy mo ulit every single minute. Now, control the controllables and the hell with the uncontrollables.
Okay. Well, i-add ko lang, JP, kasi what I see from there is that having a system in place. No, so it's also very common when it comes to establishing your own business, for example, or let's just creating your own team in, let's say, your corporate team. No, so having a system in place will help you to have that, let's say, plan A, plan B, plan C. Yun nga, as what you mentioned. No? So at least if plan A did not work, you have a plan B in place. So having that system will help you to be more professional in your chosen field. Diba? So that's what I learned from what you have mentioned. Yeah.
I'm sure nakarelate yung mga nakakancelan dito.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd, may I add
Yung mga
something?
nakakancelan dyan. Okay, so let's go with the next question. How about networking? So networking with other, let's say, influencers or people that you think will also help you to become more effective in your respective field. No, so how is it helping when it comes to, let's say, in podcasting or in influencer marketing? How does networking help you guys? So, Mamen.
Yeah. Floyd, thank you. I was raising my hand. I'd like to add something to yung kanina bago I answer your
Mm-hmm,
beautiful question.
mm-hmm.
Yung
Okay,
kanina,
okay, go.
nakita ko na si JP, kaya niya yung everyday gumagawa ng content. Ako hindi ko kaya yon. So I would need to block time. Pag gumawa ako ng content, isang block lang like one whole afternoon gawa na ng pointers, ng script pointers and then record ka agad. Tapos na. So, I just want the audience to know na none of these two is the correct way. Kanya-kanyang diskarte yan. So if you
Mm-hmm.
work better with block time, then do block time. If you like to do it consistently every day, then every day. And yung setup ko madali, every day nandito ako sa harap ng
Yeah.
laptop and then the two lights are there. I just turn it on and then go to Zoom. That's it. Very easy. So as long as it is already a habit,
That's it.
kailangan lang talagang may commitment like how many videos per week so that hindi naman maputol yung aming trabaho ni JP at saka yung pag-post.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you were asking about the networking. Yan. Networking really takes
Yes,
a
yes.
lot of time and that is really very important. No, kasi we need to learn. First of all, I see networking as getting input and at the same time connecting with people who can help you grow. No? So like if my audience is this much, I need to find people who also have an audience that is more or less like mine so that we can interview each other and nagtutulungan kami at lumalaki yung aming audience. So, yun yung number one na nakakatulong sa pag-grow ng ng audience natin. Because Facebook ads, tama, we spend a lot on Facebook ads as well, pero hindi siya kung minsan nagdadala ng results na gusto natin. Mas madali or mas effective yung getting to know some friends, going out sometimes and meeting them in person, attending networking events, and then collaborating that way. Hey, I interview you, you interview me, and that is how we
Yeah.
get the exposure. Yeah. So I network with people in the same field. I also network with a lot of coaches kasi we also learn from each other yung mga techniques na nagwo-work at yung mga hindi. So yan,
Mm-hmm.
networking is paramount in this industry.
Yeah. Networking is paramount in the influencer marketing industry. How about you, JP? I know you've been investing a lot in the networking side. So, but yeah,
Yes.
why is it so for you, or how is it helping you today?
So first of all, I always say yes to a networking invite, even if it's the multi-level marketing invite. I have no problem with that. I love to listen to all the presentations, but I also say no if I don't want to. So if they invite me and I don't want to, I don't have a problem saying no. So that's check already. Now, yung
Yeah.
sa networking around the people that are also multi-level, not multi-level, multimedia, multimedia kung nasaan ako, I network with them, hindi mo na kailangan isipin yun, nangyayari na lang yun. Hindi mo sinasadya, mako-connect kayo eh. Imposible na kasi nasa same circle kayo eh. But I make an effort to actually connect with other people outside of that network. Outside of the, parehas kami ni Mami and hindi lang dun sa field mo, ikaw nagne-network. That's very important. Your network is your net worth. Diba? So very, very true yan sa buhay ko sapagkat hanggang ngayon magkakonect pa rin kami ni Floy kasi sa kanya ako nag-umpisa but andito pa rin kami. At halos lahat ng invited ko sa mga video podcasts ko ay because of that network na na-build ko through time. And I know it will still happen in the future. Right? Now, ang challenge right now for me, and I think this will be a challenge for a newbie na marami ng ginagawa or marami ng nagagawang content at siguro ang laking chance na yung mga bihasa naman sa video podcast or sa multimedia content creation is ang concern nyo na ngayon is pagtanggap. Right? Kayo na yun na i-invite eh. Right? Uy, pwede bang dito ka? Uy, pwede bang dito ka? So, the best thing that I do to discern or alamin kung if I will say yes or no is to have my own values intact. Or ano yung pinapahalagahan ko? Ano yung aking hindi pwede? Nakita niyo po yun? Yung pwede, oo, sa lahat, pero meron akong listahan ng hindi pwede. Okay, hindi pwede ang sugal. Hindi pwede ang ganto. Hindi pwede ang ganyan. Hindi pwede ang ganyan. So kahit mudmuran mo pa ako ng sandamakmak na salapi, because I already have my values intact, I will say no to that. I will say yes to the invitation, but if I discover that hindi siya pasok sa values ko, I don't have a problem saying no. So, if there's any takeaway with this question, Floy, at sa mga nanonood dito, learn, always say yes, but have the audacity, have the power, your power, to say no if it is not within your values.
Okay. Wow. So, learn to say no if it's not within your values. I like it. I like it. So, dahil ko natutunan from you two. So, I'm surprised with what I've been hearing, lalo na also from JP. Kasi it's been a while since magkasama lang tayo this week. Having this sobrang depth ng mga statement ni JP nga, parang, okay, wow, JP. Okay, so JP, I have other questions for you too, but I just kasi makalimutan ko lang to. So you can ask. This is for you, JP. Sir JP, do you think we need to strategize what we want to show on our social media instead of just posting random things?
Sorry, the question is, do I...
Yeah, do you think that we need to strategize on what the people will see in their social media, in their respective social media, instead of just posting random things?
Okay. Thank you for that question, and it's a very, very hard question to answer. Dati. Now, I have the answer already dahil pinagdaanan ko na siya. So kung hindi mo pa pinagdadaanan to, hopefully magamit mo to sa'yo. So, kapag nag-uumpisa ka pa lang, post everything. Even the random. So my answer to the question is end. A-N-D. If kung meron kang listahan, gagawin ko ba to or ito or ito or ito or ito? No. A-N-D. Gawin mo ito at ito at ito at ito at ito. Gawin mo lahat. And then, madidiscover mo, ito pala yung favorite ko. Itong content na to, yung favorite ko. Na-discover ko na, ito pala yung part ng effortless pillar content ko. Araw-araw ko siyang ginagawa. Actually, hindi pala araw-araw ko ginagawa. Itinatakas ko pa siya. Hindi po pagkatapos ko magtrabaho, tatakbo ako bigla kahit pawis na pawis. Gagawin ko to. Maglalaro ako ng ML, magbabasketball ako, manood ako ng NBA, magagawa ako ng ganito, maglalaro ako ng Magic the Gathering, magpo-Pokemon ako. Whatever it is, bahala ka na, hindi ko alam kung ano yun. Pero itinatakas mo pa. Minsan nga, nagsisinungaling ka pa eh. Hindi mo na ako uwi, mayroon kasing overtime sa office. Pero, tinatakas mo pa lang yung gusto mong gawin na yun. Right? Ano yung itinatakas mo, itinatago mo, minsan kinahihiya mo, na makita ng ibang tao, pero kahit na pagod ka, puyat ka na, ginagawa mo pa rin, yun yung gawin mo. Yun yung content na I'm pretty sure gagawin mo Kahit, kahit wala ka ng time. Kasi nga, itinatakas mo na before eh. Right? Gawin mo yun. Yun yung the best content para sa'yo. So for me, yung strategy is ikaw eh. Ginagawa mo na, lagyan mo ng camera. That's the strategy. But when it comes to the posting ulit, nahanap mo na ha, yun yung discovery part. Na-discover mo na yung gusto mo. So for example, NBA yung gusto mo. Pinag-aasapan mo ngayon araw-araw is NBA, 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 NBA. Ngayon, strategize mo na ngayon kung paano mo gagawin yung NBA content mo. So to discover it, A and D. Sa NBA, then find other people. I'm sure nung nagustuhan mo yung NBA, nanonood ka ng content ng NBA, tama? So nanonood ka ng content ng NBA, gayahin mo yung pinapanood mo. Kasi there's a reason why pinapanood mo siya eh. There's a reason why pinipilit mo siyang mapanood eh. Kasi ang ganda siguro niyang, ang ganda ng pagkakagawa niya. So for me, wag ka na mag-invento, do not reinvent the wheel. Kung ano yung pinapanood mo, gayahin mo siya. Kunyari, binago niya yung style niya, oy, gayahin mo din yung bagong style na yon. Tapos, I'm pretty sure, ang laki ng chance, kasi gano'n na ngayon ng mga influencers or mga content creators, sinasabi nila kung paano nila ginagawa. Alam mo, ito yung ginagawa ko eh. Yung hook ko, yung first 1.5 seconds, yung hook, yun yung tipong sinasabi nila na catchy phrase. 1.5 seconds, it's already in the 1.5 seconds. Ito ha, binibigay ko na yung tip. And then, you will go on to transition to the end result. For example, recipe. Pinapakita mo na, gusto mo bang magluto ng the best adobo? The hook. Right? Hindi pinapakita mo yung adobo, ang sarap-sarap. Yun yung ending. End result. And then, saka mo ginawa. After mo ginawa, inulit mo ulit yung ending, pero this time, tinutusok mo na yung chicken at kinakain mo na. So, the strategy is hook, end result, the meat or the process, end result, but something extra. And then call to action. Go ahead and watch the next video for another recipe of the best lumpiang Shanghai. Kasi gusto mo na nung luto eh. So discovery and then strategy, ginaya mo lang yung iba. I'm pretty sure, alam mo na yung sinabi ko ng hook, end result, meat, and yung dulo, end result, and then call to action. Alam mo na yon, gawin. Hindi mo lang ginagawa. Alam mo, napanood mo na yon, pero ayaw mo lang gawin. So, right now, I give it back to you sa mananonood dito. You already know what to do. Ang kailangan mo lang gawin ay gawin.
Okay. So, kailangan mo lang gawin ay gawin. Okay. So, thank you for that, JP. I mean, we're talking about trends already kasi yun na yung naka-discuss ko. So, we're talking about trends. I mean, what you mentioned earlier is more of like tips on how to make a viral content. No? So, now, going there, no? So, we're going to talk about trends. Going there. Kasi, diba, aside from this, may mga bagong nauuso ngayon. I've been checking social media. So, nakikita ko, tawa ko yung mga iba yung kunyari yung susuntukin. Tapos, biglang pagkasuntok, biglang lalabas na siya. Ibang video yon, lalabas yung mismong promoter ng business. At biglang, gusto ko bang malaman kung paano, whatever. Yung mga ganong klaseng content. That's part of the trend. No,
Nagbebenta na.
It's free marketing. Oh, nagbebenta. It's free marketing, no? So, how do you guys see future trends, no? In your industry, in video podcasting or video creation, and how are you preparing to adapt to this kind of trends? So, for you first, Mami Ann.
Yeah, so thank you for that, Floy, no? Trends. So, AI pa rin ang trend eh. No? So, yung mga ibang trend, short term, pero yung parang long term na trend is really AI. And I'm enjoying all the possibilities that I see, lalo na kanina sa presentation ni Carlo Digital. And ngayon, what I see is I am a subscriber of Brendan Burchard. I have watched his shows several years ago. Nagulat ako dahil ngayon, ang ginawa niya, dahil sa dinami-dami ng kanyang content, puro video at kung ano-ano pa, ang nagawa niya ngayon ay na-upload niya ito sa isang site so that I can just be a member of that site. And if I am a member of that community, konti lang ang bayad eh. I can ask questions, no? So I can type in my questions and I can just click some buttons and lalabas na yung kanyang video na AI generated na ang content ay doon kinuha sa kanyang katakot-takot na content for so many decades. Tapos sasagutin niya yung tanong ko, parang siya yung nagsasalita. Siya talaga. No, pati yung kanyang style na very animated and all, pero hindi siya yun. AI generated. Kasi sabi ko, wow. And therefore, how do I prepare for that? That might happen no someday. As you know, I just turned 70 a few days ago. And sabi ko, I will not be here on earth forever. But I can see that possibility that through AI, I can still live beyond my lifetime if I will produce lots and lots of content. And that inspires me even more to continue to produce more and more content. Ang mandate nga is that, okay, let's doblehin natin yung content natin. We're producing one video per day, long form. So that is translated into
Yeah.
many small videos, right? But then sabi ko, the challenge now is to create 14 per week. How can we do that? Because I need to offload everything that I know from the experience, the 30 years of experience that I have as a business owner. Kailangan ko itong ma-download lahat para naman makinabang yung aking mga anak, mga apo ko, whom I will never meet probably, di ba? At nandyan sila and they can hear me talk like that, like Brendan Burchard. That, isn't that exciting? So I'm very excited about AI and the
Yeah.
future. Yeah.
Wow. How about you, JP? Future trends. What do you foresee? So I like what Mommy N answered, but JP.
For me, the trend is happening already. So hindi, 'di ba, sabi mo kanina yung videos na ibang video may baka na tinamaan yung isang tao tapos cut to your video tapos nagbebenta ka na, right? Nakita ko na siya dati. Pero hindi lang sinakyan agad lahat ng tao. Ngayon pa lang sinasakyan ng lahat, kaya lahat na ng tao ganun na. Sabi ng isa, ay effective pala. Gawin ko kaya? Ay effective pala, gawin ko kaya? Right? So for me, I don't follow the trend, but I follow everything I see new. So gaya-gaya ako. So ginawa niya, ay gawin ko kaya 'yon. Right? Talaga? Effective 'yon? Ay gawin ko kaya 'yon. May TikTok, download ko kaya 'yon. Uy, may Miwi, download ko kaya. O may Kumu, download ko kaya 'yon. Tapos i-check ko. Parang kanina 'di ba sabi ko, my answer earlier is to try everything, the power of end. Not this, Facebook ba o Instagram o ganto o ganyan. Kasi it will be the same question when a new social media platform comes in, right? May bagong pumasok, Kumu. May bagong pumasok, Miwi. May bagong pumasok, TikTok, whatever, kung ano pang bagong pumasok. Ang una mong iisipin, magfe-Facebook ba ako o yung bago? No. Try it out. So, for me, the ultimate way to ride the trend is be the trend. Copy something that is new and then ikaw yung nag-umpisa. Right? Feeling ng ibang tao ikaw nag-umpisa pero hindi. Yung ginaya mo, hindi nag-viral sa kanya eh. Pero sabi mo, ang kakaiba yun na. Na-catch yung attention ko. Ako mismo nanood ng video na yon. Right? And then naghanap ka pa ng ibang research mo pa. Talagang nilagay mo sa search bar, tapos sabi mo, yung mga edited na may hayop, tapos may ganito, tapos nagbebenta. Ganun ka, right? Ikaw mismo, ganun yung reaction mo. If there's a reaction like that with you, it means effective sa'yo eh. Yung effective sa'yo, why not do it? Be the trend. And then, for whatever reason, minsan nga, di ba, yung gumawa, hindi siya yung nag-trending. Ikaw yung nag-trending or yung the next person that copied that person became the trend. So, do not start the trend, be the trend. So, let me give you a solid example. Okay? I have a website, it's called jpadena.com, that's me. But I also have ThinkHome TV, which is all the content that I have. And then the business part is ThinkHome Media. Why am I saying this? Whenever people talk to me and say, uy talaga, YouTuber ka, right? O video podcaster ka, uy, gusto kong itang isupport. Gusto kitang isupport, where do I follow you? Right? So ngayon, sabi ko kanina, mayroong 10 shows ako. Imagine the conversation going like this. So meron akong ThinkHome podcast. Follow mo dito sa YouTube. Meron akong OFW Preneurs podcast. Follow mo this separate YouTube. Meron akong JP Adena. I-follow mo sa this separate YouTube and so on and so forth. Every single brand that I created, single show I created, has its own social media. So kung 10 yun, tapos 10 yung social media, so 100 na. Right? So isabihin, Ibig sabihin, ang answer ko doon sa tao na nagtanong, where does he follow me? I will say 100 social media platforms, right? So that was the problem with me. Hindi to trend ha. So I created the website and I put everything there. So if you go to Think Home TV right now, you will see all of my content
In one
there.
channel.
In one channel, not a social media but my website. So I control it. I put it there. So if you want to watch the video, you click there. Sabi niya, but the question or the request is, but I want to follow you. Right? Like yung sinasabi, yes, please follow me. Go search it on the social media of what show that you like to go and then follow. But for me, I'd rather you watch it first. And where do you watch it? Go to thinkhometv.com. Everything is there. Do not start the trend, be the trend. I don't know anyone who does what the thing that I do, but that came from my problem kung saan tinatanong ako kung paano ako i-follow. And those videos that I have in Think Home TV, it has a version of Spotify video. So click on watch on Spotify. Every single YouTube video there that is embedded will also have an embed of Spotify. If you prefer Spotify, then go ahead to Spotify. If you prefer YouTube, then go to YouTube. It's a long answer, but the trend is you. Just be you, and how you consume, copy it.
Okay. So don't follow the trend, be the trend according to JP. So we have some comments in our comment box. So basahin ko lang din baka kasi makalimutan natin. So sabi ni Vic Archer, hello daw po, Mami N. And then I applied online and looking forward to be seen. According to Angelica Mayol, then there's this also another comment from UK. Sabi niya, it's a breath of fresh air seeing someone as Mami N na nakikisabay sa trend. There's no age limit talaga. So, okay, I mean, I really agree with it. Totally agree with it. Di ba? So, you have all in today's world, no? There's no limit already when it comes for your brand to be seen or for yourself to be seen by the global stage. You have the internet, you have social media, maximize that opportunity. And of course, that goes to you, Mami, and that goes to JP as well. So yeah, I mean we're not yet done. Binabasa lang natin mga comment. So let's go to our next question. So how do you guys manage when it comes to when it comes to what you have done already through the months, years that you've been doing content creation? How do you measure success and engage with your audience to your videos and podcasts? Mamen, how do you measure what's success for you when it comes to all of the things that you've been doing in social media?
Yeah, thank you, Floy. Ang success sa akin, nakwento ko kanina na it's about the stories that I hear, the stories that I get, no? About yung success ng mga clients, yung mga success ng mga nanonood, yung mga success ng mga strangers tulad nung public school teacher kanina na kwento ko na nasa remote area. Imagine, sabi, for me, yung mga estudyante niya, I will never meet them in person. No? Let's say if she has 50 students, kasi public school yun eh, no? Could be
Yeah.
many hundreds of students, right? So let's say just 50. Isa lang doon ang maging successful na entrepreneur. Tapos yung entrepreneur na yon mag-hire lang ng 2 tao. Those people, I will never meet them in my life, di ba? But I know that I have planted a seed in their lives na
Yeah.
tumubo, namunga, at now they are better people because of just one episode probably that they watched. And that is what for me is success, no? Kahit na walang masyadong nagla-like, kahit na walang masyadong nagsasubscribe, ang importante is relevant ba doon sa mga taong nag-like, na kokonting tao, yung mga kokonting tao na nag-subscribe, relevant ba yung aking sinasabi sa kanila? And that is by engaging with them. That's how I find out, no? So I always read the comments, I respond to the comments personally, and the questions that they ask, I answer them personally. And para sa akin, that is very, very fulfilling. Lalo na ngayon, since I'm already retired, I'm no longer managing the business because my kids are on it already. So, yan ang aking oxygen. Getting feedback from people and knowing that I am making a difference. I'm still touching lives at this age.
Wow. Wow. Creating significance, Mami Ed. Diba?
Mhm.
Being significant to a lot of people. That's also one thing that I also value a lot for me. I mean, um, that's iba kasi when you create change to other people's lives, diba? So it's really something it's worth more than the money. I mean, kasi when it comes to influencers today, a lot of influencers they're really focused on the analytics, let's say the number of views, the number of stars, the number of kumbaga, we call it more of like what do you call it, vanity numbers, no?
Yes.
Vanity statistics, diba? So without us even thinking, or some of us nakakalimutan na hey, there's a deeper meaning in what you do, as you said nga, no? So there's a deeper meaning there. So if you were able to change someone's life, that means you're being significant to other people, diba? So that's for me. It's one thing that I really value a lot as well when it comes to influencer marketing. But how about you, JP? In terms of your how do in terms of creating value, or how do you measure your success?
So I'll answer a Miss Universe type of answer, and then I will answer how it really is to me. Okay? So this is a Miss Universe answer. Miss Universe answer is the success for me is here already. Because the fact that I'm doing content creation as my life is already a success. Diba? So, I don't have to measure it anymore. Hindi ko sasabihin na how do I measure success because it's already there. Right? So, in a wider picture, just be you yung sagot. Naging ako lang ako, madaldal, video podcast, it makes sense. I was able to make it sustainable because I was able to put money into it. The same as any other artist, right? Laging sinasabi natin, which is ako to ha, ako din to. Huwag kang sumayaw kasi walang pera dyan. Until nagkaroon ng pera sa sayaw. If you are not familiar yet, I was a performer in Hong Kong Disneyland for 12 years. But before that, wala akong pera. Right? So it became successful nung nagkaroon siya ng pera. Pero yun yung tingin ng ibang tao eh. Success for me is the eyes of other people on you. At ang definition nila yon, pag meron ng pera sa gusto mong gawin. Right? So that is my Miss Universe answer. Kung sa tingin mo successful ako, then successful ako. Kasi may pera na sa ginagawa ko. Right? Yun. But here's my answer deeply in my heart. Okay? If I am able to help one person, it's already success. How to measure that? If that one person messaged me. Ang sabi niya, gusto kong gawin yung ginagawa mo. Right? So for me, the mission is, if I am able to inspire even just one person, to actually follow yung gusto niyang gawin, kahit walang pera dyan, tutulungan ko siya para magkaroon ng pera doon para sa tingin ng iba, successful na siya at magkakaroon siya ng lakas ng loob na ulit-ulitin siya. Pero the thing is, hindi kasi siya familiar eh. Hindi familiar sa ibang tao. Ay, pwede pala na yung gusto mong gawin is magkaroon ka ng pera doon. Pwede pala na ulit-ulitin mo lang yung ikaw, magiging successful ka na. Or ulitin mo lang yung pagiging ikaw, success na. Right? So, I'll continue on with the future when I say, when my children sees this, they will already have a structure. Our children will not listen to the lessons that we teach them. They will only copy what we do. That's it. Period. So, it's my duty to just do what I love to do until may pera doon at tingin ng ibang tao success na siya para lang sa anak ko, sa mga anak ko. Para pag nakita nila yon, wala silang ibang gagayahin kundi ako. So yun yung success sa akin na hindi ko malalaman kung mangyayari o hindi. So I've answered you from the past, this present, and the future with my children. So it's 3 L's. L. My lifestyle every single day, my lifetime, buong buhay ko, and my legacy, which is the one what I will leave to my children. Thank you and have a good day. parang parang naging Miss Philippines answer. So
Yeah, no, it's totally okay. So okay, we're done with our. Actually, we're just down with the last two questions. So I'll be asking my second to the last question. So how do you guys create value in what you do in your work? No, so for example, in terms of acquiring new clients or applying for let's say a project to do video editing, or let's say for perspective naman ni Mami, and in terms of having people to watch your videos on end. So how do you create value in your work? Ayan. So who wants to go first?
JP.
let me go ahead. Okay. So it's quite simple for me. I just give free episodes. Everything is free. So, sasabihin ng ibang tao, lahat naman ginagawa yung free. So, paano ka nakakakuha ng content or ng clients just to give free episodes, right? Now, when I give free episodes, what I'm saying is, I make it so that the free episodes can be found immediately. And yung ThinkHome TV nga is in one place. So if it's in one place, I only have one call to action. As you can see, I don't ask people to actually edit. Hindi ako nagsasabi na mag-edit ako sa'yo. Hindi ko sinasabi yun. I say, if you want to watch all of my videos, go to thinkhometv.com. If you want to launch your own, go to ThinkHome Media. Dinagdag ko na yung pangalawa. Pero at first, nasasabi ko lang lagi is, if you want to watch the video, then andun siya. Isa lang. If you can see, isa lang. Just go to thinkhometv.com kasi nandun na lahat eh. 'Di ba? Kasi pag sinabi kong dito, dyan, follow this, follow that. Kung saan pa sila pupunta. Right? Ilalagay ko lang sila sa isang lugar. And then, dun sa isang lugar na yon, nakalagay yung question that if you want to start your own, you can actually call me, book a call. Right? So, when I say call, video call talaga. Like a 30-minute video call on how to answer your questions if you have any questions. And how do you want to start this? 'Di ba? Yun yung pagkuha ng client or pakikipag-usap sa client, because if I don't match with the values of the client, I will also not accept. So, my target is just 10 clients. Just 10 clients. So, pinipili ko din yung client ko. Meron siyang, pag hindi kami match, then we should not work together. Because my every single day is so precious that I don't want to work with someone na hindi naman kami jive. Diba? So I will only work with the people I jive with. And that 30-minute video call will actually answer that. And it will also beneficial to the client. Yun siya. So the free video is a window to a video call, and the video call is the window to match the values, and then that values matching will be a relationship already. Katulad na nangyari kay Mami N. Si Mami N, she calls me partner na eh. Partner na kami, hindi na client usapan eh, client then yung nagkatrabaho then kliyente, di ba? Hindi na ganoon eh, partner na kami. I help her all throughout because once we are clients, we will be partners forever. So I also help her with everything else on top of nung ginagawa ko para sa kanya at the back end. So for me, it's creating 100% value. And most importantly, really care. Care. Because the care will supersede the know, like, and trust like any other marketer is familiar with. Care is that 3 things. Trust, know, like, and trust in one word is care. You just have to care.
Okay. You just have to learn how to care. Kasi the way I see it, you give overview first of what you do. So through your free videos, and then there you streamline it to the personalized services that you can offer. Yun nga, through the meeting, through the video call. Diba? So that's how you do your funneling. So how about you, Mommy N?
Yeah, thank you,
How do you
Floy.
create value in your work?
Yeah, so talagang creating value is the thing that we are focusing on, no? Just like JP. Si JP kasi yung aking partner and idol. So, ako naman baliktad. For the past how many years, since 2017, I've been open to going on a call over Zoom with people who would want to ask questions, whether they would get me as a mentor or not. I even volunteer as a Go Negosyo mentor. I've been with Go Negosyo since 2017. I think just after they started. Ako yung nag-volunteer. Ako yung tumawid at pumunta sa DTI to say that may I be a Go Negosyo mentor because I really want to help share whatever I have learned. Ang daming pagkakamali sa aking 30 years of life sa business dahil hindi naman ako business course graduate, teacher ako. But then, sayang yung mga lessons if they would just die with me. Kaya I wanted to share it. So I wrote a
Yeah.
book and I'm now in the process of writing another book. And then when people come, sa lahat ng mga nakapost sa social
Wow.
media, pag marami silang tanong, let's say magtatanong, tapos magtatanong ulit, teka, usap na lang tayo, pwede bang hop on Zoom, ganun na. No? But then that has been, what, 7 years ago. And what I noticed now, lately, dahil sa dami ng mga nagtatanong, at pare-pareho lang naman yung mga tinatanong nila, I might as well create videos na to answer those questions na pabalik-balik. Because if I will answer the same question for 10 people, that will be 10 hours of me talking to them. And if I just create that video, it will just be 1 hour at most. So, that's why ginagaya ko yung aking idol ngayon and now I am in the process of creating my website, revamping my website where it will be a starter kit. So, anybody who comes to me and asks, sasabihin ko sa kanila, punta muna kayo sa starter kit kasi nandyan yung mga tinuturo ko. Aside from yung mga nandoon sa YouTube, nandoon sa TikTok, meron akong parang starter kit na ginagawa which will be ready hopefully by the end of May. Tapos nandoon na yung what I know, the framework that I use in business, how to start a business and how to grow a business. Ito yung roadmap. Ito na, panoorin nyo na. And if you have more questions, that's the time you can look at these courses kasi eto, masasagot yung mga tanong ninyo. Or you can go on a one-on-one coaching call with me. So, ganun ako mag-create ng value ngayon because, again, time is the most important resource, which I don't have a lot of. And I would like to touch as many lives as I can while I'm still here. And that is the direction that I'm going. Gagayahin ko yung aking idol na si JP.
Wow. Okay, JP, ikaw talaga yung idol ni Mami N. Okay. Sige. So, I mean, we're done with the last question. Okay, let's do more of like a statement na lang din. No? So, before we end our topic for today, what do you think will be um, um, the initial steps that a newbie can do? Let's say, I mean, I've asked this earlier, but let's repeat it at the same time. What can a newbie do if they want to go back in, or they want to go in the video creation scene or podcasting as media as an influencer? What is your kumbaga, what are your tips for them? So who wants to go first?
Ako na lang, I'll go first kasi my idol will have the last word. Sige. So, ang tip ko talaga, just like in business, no? Like, if you want to be an influencer or you want to be in business, the first thing that you need to be able to know is who are the people that you really want to talk to. Nabanggit na yan kanina ni JP eh. Ano ba yung gusto mo? NBA ba? Ano, eto bang ba? Or whatever it is that you love talking about, you want to talk to. So there are four things actually. No? So, is it something that you love? Is it something that you are good at? Is it something that people want? And is it something that people are willing to pay for? Yon. So, once ma-identify mo na yan, then you can already start writing about it and tansyahin na natin kung ano, no, you can post about it, you can post photos, post sa social media, do TikTok, do YouTube videos, and look at the response of people if they are interested. Dahil mafe-feel mo yon, no? Eto hindi, eto hindi nila masyadong gusto. Then, that would be the first step of So, yun, no? You can start doing that. So,
Okay,
yun
I
yung
think we're,
iiwanan
yeah.
ko. Start with something that you like to do.
Sorry, I think Mami Ann, we're losing your internet. Ayan, nawawala lang.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
go ahead, Mami Ann.
Yeah, so as I
Sorry.
was
Yeah.
saying, yeah, the first thing that is very important is to be able to identify what is it that you are really here to do, what you love, what you are good at, what people need, and what people will pay for, or what people will watch. So yon, identifying that. So pag-umpisa, trial and error dahil multi-talented naman tayo. So subukan mo to until makita mo sa mga response ng mga tao kung alin yung papatok. So, yeah. Did I answer your question, Floy?
Yes, of course, of course. You did, Mami Ann. It's a great answer. JP, how about you?
Thank you so much for that question. I appreciate that. And before I answer, follow Mommy Negosyo. So, client ko siya eh. So, kailangan kong gawin to. Follow Mommy N for all social medias.
Yeah.
Makikita niyo siya doon. And businesspinoy.com, I think. Meron din siyang ganun, right?
Yeah.
May businesspinoy.com.
Yeah, link.bio/mami negosyo. Nandun na lahat.
Yeah, link.bio/mommy
Mami negosyo.
negosyo.
And I'm on almost all platforms kahit nasa LinkedIn as Mami Negosyo.
Yan. So for me to
Okay.
really start, newbie ka, right? As in, wala kang kamalay-malay. Yun yung kakausapin ko, yung walang kamalay-malay pa sa nangyayari. First is, start with what you have. May phone ka, gamitin mo na yun. Tapos next, sasabihin mo, anong gagawin kong content? Huwag ka mag-isip, gawin mo lahat. And then, malalaman mo lang kung ano yung gusto mo after that. So, that requires patience. Right? Pangatlo, ginawa mo to, ito, sobrang dami mong ginawa. Tapos, hindi naman ikaw yun. So, take a step back. Sabihin mo, yung gusto mong gawin, ikaw dapat yon. Kasi pwede kang mawala dun eh. Ito yung gusto nila eh. Hindi. Yung gusto mo, hindi yung gusto nila. And then, ikaw. Ngayon, i-check mo ngayon, yung gusto mo, gusto din ba nila? Right? Kasi malalaman mo, may audience yun eh. Pag may audience yun, then start creating and creating. So sa umpisa, itsura ng YouTube video mo is ganito. Iba-iba. Kung ano-ano. Right? Exercise, kain, ganto, ganyan. Tapos, and then, nahanap mo yung gusto mo at ikaw, tapos pinapanood, then nagluluto ka lang. Luto ka ng luto. So, ang itsura ng YouTube videos mo ngayon is iba-iba nung una, luto-luto ngayon. Right? Tapos, napansin mo, ang dami nang nagpa-follow. So, paano mo ngayon masasustain? Right? Ang gagawin mo ngayon, paikutin mo na ngayon yung dun sa luto. Pero, sundutan mo ng iba-iba. Kasi, pwede mangyari na, hindi na naman ikaw ang luto eh. Luto ka lang ba? Hindi. Marami ka rin bang ginagawa? Nagta-travel ka rin. Di ba? Nag-exercise ka rin. Ganto-ganin mo. So, ulit-ulitin mo rin siya. Mag-try ka ulit. Kasi parang mabobore ka ulit eh. Right? Ay, luto na lang palagi. Ayoko na. Right? So my wife, ipa-plug ko na ha. My wife has a recipe channel, 848 videos, no repeats. Hindi pa kami tapos. Hindi pa siya nagsasawa. Hindi pa siya nagsasawa. Ganon kalupit yung kagustuhan niya. Malalaman mo kung gusto mo talaga, kung 848 na, gusto mo pa rin gumawa. Tama? Pero may chance kasi na kahit 500 na ginawa mo, pero hindi mo pala talaga gusto, pilit na pilit ka lang. Pinipilit mo lang, 500 na, sobrang dami na nun. Pero pilit ka lang. E di mag-try ka ng iba para malaman mo, baka may iba ka pa palang gusto. Ito ngayon yung buhay ko. Sa dulo, nalaman ko, iba-iba pala ako.
Yeah.
Iba-iba pala yung gusto ko. That's why when I created one show, I thought that was it. And then I created the second because that's a second me. And the third version of me. And the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth. Ngayon, I have 10 live, 5 meron ng recorded, 20 na create pa. And I am not finished because I'm ready to accept more clients. So it means what I do with me, I will do for you. Right? So, ang nangyari, dati, gusto kong maging general instead of niche. Ngayon, ang nangyari, niche na ako, pero general pa rin. So, babalik ako. If there's any lesson that you'll get from here today, do not try to choose A and B. Choose A and B and C and so on and so forth. At ang magrereklamo lang dito ay ikaw. At pag nakakarinig ka ng konting reklamo sa isip mo at sa puso mo, create another one. And maybe yun na talaga. We wouldn't know if we wouldn't try. So for me, the content creation is be you, the power of and start with what you already have. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that, JP. Sorry, there was some commercials, so my son went on in the background. But anyway, so thank you so much, Mami Negosyo and JP, for joining today's panel discussion. I've learned a lot from you, and I'm sure our audience have learned a lot as well. So, okay, we have more topics. We have two more topics that we'll have the chance to share at the end of our event for today. So, thank you again, JP, Ma'am Myrna, Mami Negosyo. Thank you. So we'll see you again. And yeah, back to you, Jamie.
Okay. All right, what an insightful talk about multimedia creation. Personally, I've always had this fear of showing up on social media because I'm scared of being judged by others. However, one thing I've learned today is the importance of consistency. It might be scary at first to put yourself out there, but if you truly enjoy what you're doing, no matter your age or circumstances, you can really make it happen. So, thank you, Sir JP, Mommy Ann, and Sir Floyd for this very enlightening discussion. Your experiences and advice are very invaluable, and I'm sure we all live here today feeling more inspired and ready to create. So again, thank you so much to our panelists for that engaging discussion. Now we will take 10-minute break. Please feel free to stretch your legs, grab a coffee, and be sure to return as we discuss blockchain and Web3 technologies. So for now, here's a short AVP followed by an exciting prizes for all of you. If you want to win the prizes we prepared for you, be sure to watch our AVPs cause all answers are there. So, see you in 10 minutes, guys.
Really excited for today, and I'm so happy that you guys have come here to hear from the job positions that we have, from our hiring managers, and most importantly to me, be our initial users of the app.
Mayong buntag ug mayong hapon. Alright, I am Andrew. I am an electronics and communications engineer by profession. My first job was in telecommunications. I was working in PLDT. I landed a job here in TACHE. My journey towards TACHE is during last quarter. I think that was December of 2022. And click the link, which is the job fair. And luckily, where's Maxine? Maxine contacted me, and we had a conversation, and we had an initial interview. Then it follows with a final interview with our directors of operations, and I am glad that I am here. I am excited to share this with TACHE and the group of my teams. And by the way, our team is expanding, and we are hiring more people.
I started listening to calls as a quality analyst I started training simply because I have 5 years of experience in teaching. So I do quality, I do training for 7 months, then moved the ranks, supervisor up, and then from there started managing BPO businesses. The good thing with customer service, guys, is if you're the type of person who enjoys talking to people, conversing with people, willing to help. By the way, who are those that are eyeing for a customer service role here? Customer service is all over the place, guys. Everywhere you go, there's customer service. Your role is vital key to every organization. And we're looking for folks that are enthusiastic, that are willing to learn, willing to grow, and willing to partake their skills in the customer service world.
My name is Chris. I am a registered nurse by profession. I have been with TACHE since 2020. So we started the healthcare project here during the very height of the pandemic, and I think everybody knew that. But luckily with TACHE, they supported us in terms of providing the manpower, providing everything, providing the computers, providing, from IT, recruitment, HR, and I'm very thankful for that. So we are now going on our 4th year, and we are currently, expanding and growing. Joe handles the customer service side. I handle the clinical side, meaning I do have a set of people who does the clinical review and submit that to insurance companies. So for those who have been with the insurance side, we do the exact opposite. We call insurance companies and determine if a certain procedure requires authorization or not. And if it does, then we review the clinical note and submit that.
Because of the success of our company, we have also had the opportunity to come out here and serve the community and provide a little bit of support and aid and really just connect with the community.
Karon kay naa naman sa minigayon nga buhaton ni mao na ron amo ni buhat. Nagpasalamat siya sa inyuhang paghatag kanamo og higayon nga kaistorya ninyo, ila-ila, unya, manani na pamangyot tay sa ulo man ta o pangaon man taon niya no. So kana nga higayon ato sa niya nang pabuton.
An opportunity to serve you guys is a big part of what I want to do, not only in TACHE in an everyday situation, but also in these specific instances where we're able to kind of take it to another level.
All right. Can someone hear me now? Can you guys hear me? All right. So before we start our next speaker, let's kick things off with a fun icebreaker. I have a few questions to get us started and test our knowledge about our company. And to make it a bit more exciting, anyone who answers first and correctly will receive a 100 GC via Grab. So if you guys are ready, I will ask the first question. All right. So pabilisan. Number one, name of our CEO. What's the name of our CEO? Make sure you comment it down in our comment section. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting for those who wants to answer, I will drop every questions so you can, freely answer it while we have an ongoing event. So again, I will ask four different questions, okay? So first, number 1, who is our CEO? What's the name of our CEO? Okay? Second, name our three core values. Now, if you are watching or if you've been watching our AVPs for quite some time now, you will definitely answer those questions. Number 3, give one office location of Tache because as you can as you've seen in our AVPs, we have two different locations. So just give one of office locations of Tache. And number 4, name our country manager, who is the very beautiful country manager of Tache. And number 5, what is our culture? Okay. So again, please feel free to answer all those questions in our comment section. Okay, actually, we have one answer now. This is Romel Ariel Asturia. It's for number 1 question. It's the name of our CEO, Mr. Brian Luoma. That's correct. Sir Romel, thank you so much. We will please send us a message so that we can give you and you can provide your contact information so we can um, give you your grab certificate. All right, so for those who still wants to answer, all those questions are in the comment section now, so you can just answer it. So whoever answer it first, you'll get the grab GC from Tache. So there you go. Now, for our next topic, this is very interesting. In today's digital era, technologies like blockchain and Web3 are revolutionizing how we interact online. Blockchain, the technology behind cryptocurrencies, offers a secure and transparent way to record transactions without the need for a central authority. So this enhances, security and reduces costs in digital exchanges. So, Web3, on the other hand, represents in the next phase of the internet's evolution. So, enabling decentralized applications that run on blockchain technology. So, this allows users basically to have greater control over their data and to interact on the internet without intermediaries. So, as this technologies transform digital transaction and online interaction, understanding their impact is very important. But again, before I introduce our next speaker, we have another winner who answered the question number 2. Oh, sorry, the question number 3, which is office location of Tache. We have a winner. It's Roger Gahe. Official. Congratulations again. Please send us a message. It could be in Facebook, our Facebook page. It's Tache Careers, and our team will and please send your information so our team can give you your prize. Congratulations, Sir Roger Gage Official. There you go. So going back to talk more about blockchain and Web3, please welcome the head of blockchain of GCash, Mr. Luis Buenaventura.
Alright, magandang araw to all of you, to our TACHE community. Hello, welcome to our event today. So we're here in the 2024 market trend. We have been hearing about blockchain, cryptocurrency, Web3 for a while. And I think it's about time that we discuss this industry. So with us today is no other than the head of GCash Crypto, Mr. Luis Buenaventura.
Hey everyone.
Ayun. So, we'll be asking him some questions about the scene, about the industry, and then at the same time, for you guys to also understand what is the blockchain what is blockchain itself, what's Web3, and then of course, what are the opportunities, the career opportunities that they can expect. So, Luis, I'll go straight to the point.
Sure.
Let's first define for you on a very layman's term, what is blockchain?
Well, okay, so this is actually one of the biggest challenges of my job, diba? How do you actually introduce this stuff? So the way that I try to make it something that we can relate to, I'll ask you some questions first. Okay?
Sure.
So, magkano ang pamasahe ngayon?
Okay.
Basic pamasahe. 13
Yeah,
pesos.
13 pesos.
Do you remember what it was when you were a student? When you were in college? Kunwari?
7, 6, mga ganyan.
So you're you're young actually. Okay, I think you kind of revealed your age.
Okay.
Kasi I'll reveal my age. When I was in college, it was 250.
Okay.
250 for the first 5 kilometers.
Okay.
Okay, so this was in the year 2001.
Okay.
Ngayon, 2024, of course, 13 pesos. Yung 13 pesos na yun will only cover you for the first 4 kilometers. So,
Correct.
the way that we can describe this mathematically is, over the last 20 years, the price of yung jeepney fare natin has gone up 5x. Now, super important, magkano yung minimum wage natin ngayon versus 20 years ago? Ngayon, it is 570 here in Metro Manila, 570 pesos. Back then, it was 250 pesos.
Okay.
So, let's think about this, no? Back then, yung pamasahe mo was 250 pesos, and then the minimum wage was 250. So 1% of your of your sweldo was pamasahe.
Okay.
Kayang
Okay.
i-cover. Pero ngayon, dumoble nga yung sweldo natin, pero yung cost ng mga bilihin natin, yung mga pamasahe natin, whatever, all of our costs have gone up 5 times.
Yeah.
So there's something wrong with that, no? And then whenever I tell people this story, they're like, they usually react na parang, hindi, ganun lang kasi talaga yun eh. That's just how money works. But that doesn't sound right, no? But like, para saan pa yung mga advice ng parents natin for us na mag-ipon ka, don't spend your money, keep it in the bank.
Correct.
But what's the point of keeping it in the bank if the value of my money is eroding over time and I can no longer afford the same things that I used to be able to afford, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years ago. So, in that context was Bitcoin created.
Okay.
Parang the idea was maybe we can design a better form of money that is better than the one that we currently have. And I think historically speaking, we already know that the one that we currently have, not so great. It doesn't reward you for saving it. So the idea is that maybe we can design a money that does not use humans to make any monetary decisions. Yung pera natin, the Philippine peso, the US dollar, the Japanese yen, all of these currencies, they are governed by humans.
Correct.
There are people making
Correct.
decisions, right? Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are not like that.
Okay.
The only thing that is making those decisions is math.
Okay.
So do you trust math more than humans? That's the question, no? And your answer might not be yes, pero it is an alternative. And that is the main reason why Bitcoin exists. We want to have an alternative to the money that we already have. So what have I been doing over the last 10 years? I've been trying to educate people that, this is something that you can learn. It is something that you can get into safely. I mean, syempre, there are ways you can get into it dangerously then. May mga scams out there. But I always have to start with, why does it exist in the first place? Why does Bitcoin exist in the first place? Why is it worth your time to learn? Kasi if you can't answer that question, parang mahirap eh. Di ba? Parang then it just becomes a conversation of, okay mo mag-invest yan, yayaman ba ako? And that might not be the correct angle eh. The correct angle is, if you have nothing but Philippine peso, yun sigurado kung hindi ka yayaman eh. Kasi hindi naman nag-appreciate over time yun. It gets lower. It gets less. And that's it. That's
Yeah.
the that's the
Okay.
bottom line for me. Sorry if that was a long
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, yeah.
Pero
Well-
yung context na yun is very important for
Yes,
people.
of course. I mean, this is also a one way for our audience to understand maybe like a cryptocurrency 101 na rin. So for them to also realize that there are new opportunities out there.
Yes.
And of course, not
Exactly.
just on the investment perspective, but opportunities as well, careers as well.
Right.
Okay, so we're done with the concept of blockchain, cryptocurrency. But how about Web3? So I mean, what's the difference? Kasi we've been hearing about Web 1 or
Yeah,
Web 2, and now what's Web 3? What's the difference?
So, this is a very, very fast evolving industry. No?
Yeah.
So when I was starting, we just called this industry the Bitcoin industry
Okay.
kasi wala pang ibang cryptocurrencies eh. And then over time, nagkaroon na ng maraming ibang cryptocurrencies and then we started calling it the blockchain industry. Yung blockchain kasi, yun yung technology that is parang the underlying foundation of all of these cryptos. They are built on top of a blockchain. Ngayon, I think in 2020 was when we first started calling it the Web3 industry naman. Web3 is this idea that yung blockchain na yun kasi hindi lang naman pera yung pwede mong ilagay sa kanya. Hindi
Yeah.
lang naman yung mga cryptocurrencies yung pwedeng tumira dun sa blockchain. You can actually put literally anything. Yung mga properties natin pwedeng nandun. I guess yung resibo ng mga properties
Yeah.
natin. So our proof of ownership of things can be on the blockchain. So in order to make that more a general term, we decided to call it Web3.
Yeah.
Yung pangatlong version ng web where we have true ownership of the things that we have.
Yeah.
So and we can describe that on the blockchain. So malaki yung definition natin of Web3. That includes things like games, that includes things like interest-bearing savings instruments, that includes trading platforms,
Correct.
all of those things. No? So, and the thing I'll also mention there is it's definitely evolving fast. Like every few months, I'm reading about some new project or idea that is now becoming part of Web3 also. So that's why I struggle with the
Yeah.
definition kasi
Yeah.
nag-iiba siya as time
Yes,
goes
yes.
on. But if you want to be safe in your definition, it is all of these new internet technologies that are built on top of blockchain.
Okay.
That is Web3. And literally, the sky is the limit kasi about the things that you can build on the blockchain. So parang kang gumagawa ng pangatlong internet, which
Yeah.
is literally why the name is Web3.
Okay. Okay. So I mean, the reason why we ask all these questions because this things, no, cryptocurrency, Web3, blockchain, this will be vital in the next coming questions we'll be asking.
Sure.
But let's go first with the blockchain side. I mean, today we can say after the fourth Bitcoin halving, so we can say that a lot of cryptocurrency or blockchain related projects are also, like, you can say it's creating noise once more.
Yes.
So and of course, as part of our topic for today, what do you think are the industries or the job opportunities that vital for the blockchain scene?
Okay. So we always say this joke na pag napasok ka na sa crypto industry, nagiging sideline mo yung economics. Because you start to get an appreciation for how economics works, how trading works, how money works, ganon. So lahat kami nagiging economics experts bigla in order to fully appreciate crypto, no? What are the jobs that you can find in this industry? If you start thinking about it kasi like the internet itself, basically there are versions of nearly every job.
Correct.
In the blockchain
Correct.
industry. So if you want to go into marketing, there's marketing for crypto projects. If you want to be a professional gamer, meron din tayong mga esports in cryptocurrencies na yung mga games na very serious yung competition. If you want to be like me na I'm a bit of a trader or an investor, meron din, of course, kasi yun nga yung pinaka-popular. If you want to be a broker or an agent, maraming ganun di ba? So basically, every job that we can think of, writers din.
Yeah.
Lots of writers, educators, di ba? People who spend their time explaining these concepts to people. So again, nearly every job that you can think of, merong version yan for crypto. But the bottom line is you need to understand crypto first in order to be part of this industry. And that's why I was saying na kind of by default lahat kayo nagkakaroon ng economics degree. Kahit konti, no? So ayun. So that's a big part of it.
Yeah, well, that's good thing. I mean, that's also giving people, the extra time for them to research more about the industry, about the scene itself. Because let's just say, by the time that AI ChatGPT was introduced to the world, that was very 2020, 2021. AI has been existing for some time, but it was somehow created hype in the tech world that hey, there's this new thing called ChatGPT. But without us knowing, even AI, it's also been using blockchain, or some of the technology has been using blockchain. So people should also understand this kind of concept. But and you've been in the scene for some time. And I think you're one of those that have initially introduced NFT here in the Philippines. So let's also help to understand our audience. What's NFT and what are the opportunities? Let's say I want to take that route when it comes to my career.
So okay. Remember when I was saying the blockchain kasi ano yan, marami kang pwedeng gawin on top of that, no? So one of the things you can do with the blockchain is you can put a proof of ownership there. So let's say to make it a little bit more practical, pag bumili ka ng kotse, meron tayong tinatawag na ORCR. That is the proof to everyone na ikaw nga yung may-ari ng kotse na yun. Kung dala-dala mo yun, kung nasa pangalan mo, and it matches the car that you're driving, then you are the rightful owner. Ngayon, NFTs, the NFT technology was meant to be like that, but it was meant to be a receipt. Para siyang general receipt for anything.
Okay.
So theoretically, I can imagine a future where yung mga ORCR natin are NFTs on the blockchain. Ngayon, pag binenta mo yung kotse mo to someone else, kunwari binenta mo sa akin, ililipat mo yung NFT ng kotse mo to me, to my wallet, and then now that is the proof na nangyari yung transaction. Ngayon, we're not at that point yet where you can apply the NFT receipt to cars or land. We're not there yet. But what they did instead was they applied it to digital art. So ngayon, yung mga digital initially. And the reason for that is because digital art is quite easy to move around, diba? I mean, digital nga diba? So wala kang kailangan i-deliver, ganon. It's just simpler. So suddenly nagkaroon ng industry of digital artists na yung binebenta nilang work are NFTs. And then when you buy that, the NFT is moved from the wallet of the artist to the wallet of the buyer. And this industry became very, very popular. And possibly one of the reasons for that is because until that moment, digital artists were not taken very seriously. Iba yung dating pag oil painter ka or watercolor painter ka versus someone who works with tablet or a computer, diba? Parang hindi as serious, diba? And then suddenly, na-elevate yung status ng mga digital artists. So they suddenly became the same value as these oil painters or other types of artists. Nauso yun in 2020 and then it hit its peak in 2021. No? And for a time, I think the statistic was nearly 30% of all the art sales that year was NFTs. And that was kind of incredible, no? Hindi makapaniwala yung mga tao. But because of that, ang daming artists na pumasok in this industry because we have way more digital artists in the world than any other type of artist. Why? Because you only have to pay for that iPad once. Yung mga oil painters, every work, they have to buy new paints, new canvases, you know, nauubos yung mga brushes nila, all of that stuff. Ito kasi isang single investment, so you can just make as many pieces as you want. So it's very democratized. It helped a lot of young artists who had never sold their work before. Now they could. And I'm still very hopeful na yun yung magiging long-term impact ng NFTs, at least in the context of art. No? I hope that it will make the new generation of artists more likely to be able to earn from their art. The biggest problem with art naman kasi is that for many people, it's a passion, it's a hobby, pero mahirap pagkakitaan. So, ayun, yun yung that's the one thing that that NFT has currently solved. So, syempre, we're hopeful that eventually you'll have other things that it can be attached to. But yun nga yung as you get bigger and bigger, kunwari, using my car example, kung gusto mo magkaroon ng NFT na OR para sa kotse, may mga regulatory and government integrations na hindi mo basta-basta magagawa eh. Whereas with digital art, wala kang kasing ganun na challenge. Art is just art. Right? So, ayun, that's the reason why nauna siya sa art.
Okay.
Kasi mas madali ma-embrace yung mga bagong technologies doon. Pero pag real estate na, I mean, gobyerno na yan. So you have to kind of convince them first na secure to, ganun.
Okay.
So anyway, it's a different challenge. I mean, it will take much longer.
Yeah, that's like the starting point for NFT.
It's like the starting point.
Well, kasi the reason why I also asked, because there was some time that Axie Infinity became a very popular game here in the Philippines and a source of income. And people are talking about it's an NFT. So I mean, it's like also part of the evolution already, correct? Of NFT.
Correct. So yung when we said that NFTs can be associated with anything, so pwedeng art, pwedeng game characters, which is what happened with Axie Infinity. So ang nangyari doon is yung game characters themselves pwede mong bilhin. So that was the idea there. And it worked for a time, no? And I think naging challenge lang naman kasi doon is na yung kinikita ng mga tao was also cryptocurrencies.
Correct.
And because of that, because there were so many people earning, bumababa yung value ng cryptocurrency such to the point na hindi na siya ganun ka-valuable. And that was kind of unfortunate, no? But these things kasi, I guess that this is part of the inherent risk of investing in very young ideas. You know, Web3 and the crypto industry, it is full of these young, interesting ideas. Not all of them will pan out. Some of them will do really well, but some of them will also fail. With Axie Infinity, we're not quite sure which is which because honestly, bumagsak nga siya. But now, as far as I know, there's still several 100,000 Filipinos playing it.
Correct.
So parang maybe the game itself was good enough to survive even without the earning part of it, diba? Kasi as far as I know, you can't earn from the original game anymore. Pero nilalaro pa rin siya. So I guess it was a fun game anyway.
And there was also an evolution from the developers themselves.
Correct.
I mean, they also saw the opportunity that we can enter in the NFT gaming scene. The developers themselves, it also created an opportunity for them to maximize the NFT gaming scene. And today, it's a lot of their games are being adopted by a lot of Filipino gamers. So, and of course, as what we're saying, the more opportunities, the more gaming opportunities, the more career opportunities as well for a lot of people. So I mean those who are in the traditional gaming scene in their respective careers, slowly they're going towards the concept of NFT or blockchain. Wherein nag-evolve na nga through time yung mismong careers nila. I mean, so the reason why we're talking about this kind of stuff is because we cannot stop the evolution of technology. Correct. So that's why things like this, our audience should also understand that they also need to adapt. They also need to upskill. So maybe let's go on the upskilling part. So when it comes to all of this evolution, what can you recommend when it comes to them preparing themselves in the rise once more of the blockchain technology or NFT cryptocurrency per se?
Sige, so I usually recommend 2 steps. No? The first is try to get a good overview of what is out there. Marami kasing sectors yan. So again, when we say Web3, we actually talk about, it's kind of like as big as the web itself. So maraming iba-ibang aspeto, marami siyang mga ibang sectors. There's the games, there's the art side, there's trading, there's investing, there's all sorts of engineering. So it's very interesting and very large. No? So try to get a good overview first, and then pick the place that you are most interested in. Because the thing is, no one has time to learn all of it. So what you want to do is look for one area that you want to go down deep. And I think that what you'll find when you go down deep in one area is ang dami pala niyang layers. And there's many different opportunities for you to earn from it. There's many different opportunities for you to participate and contribute and ideally make a profit, no? But you will not know that kung nasa overview ka lang.
Yeah.
Yung overview is purely para lang makita mo kung gaano kalaki yung landscape, no? But you have to go deep. So, if you like the games part, then stay with the games muna.
Okay.
Right? Spend your first couple of years just in the games industry. If you like the investing or trading part, parting dun lang muna. And then you'll find opportunities within each of those areas kasi. Ayun, and I think that's the most effective way to do it. It's not gonna work if you just stay at the surface.
Okay.
But it's also not gonna work if you stay at the surface and then you try to find all of these different, yung parang sabay-sabay. It's too much ma-overwhelm ka.
Okay.
Unless full-time job mo na yun. But then, I guess the premise is wala ka pa nga full-time job in the industry, diba? So nag-uumpisa ka pa lang eh. So yeah, just pick one place.
Okay. So we asked about the upskilling part. How about maybe communities that they can first join with when it comes to learning all of this stuff? So what are your recommendations, or what should be their first steps?
So the nice thing about the Web3 industry in general, the good communities are all free to join naman eh. So walang mawawala sa'yo if you just join as many as you find. I like so I spend a lot of my time on Facebook kasi nandun most of the Filipino users, no?
Correct.
So if you start from my page, you'll usually find a lot of other people. Yung mga leaders of communities are usually amongst the people who comment or interact, ganon. So you could start there. There's the Crypto PH community.
Okay.
There's the Pinoy Crypto Community Facebook page. Marami eh. Sobrang dami niya talaga eh. There are more focused communities depending on which of those segments you want to go to. So there's definitely one for gamers, definitely one for traders. Actually, more than one for traders. Like many trading communities. Hindi ka mawawala ng choices. That's the ano. Okay lang naman to join. But I think I will probably recommend na always take what you hear with a grain of salt. When you hear someone say something with a lot of confidence, double check it.
Okay.
I've always found that the people that are loudest are the ones that have opinions that are actually not that great. To be honest, kasi ang dali kasi maging mayabang eh.
Yes.
And then I find that it's very dangerous when people say something with so much certainty. Na parang the example that you will see a lot of is they'll say, uy, mag-invest ka dito sa token na to, siguradong 10x yan.
Okay.
10x as in magte-10x yung pera mo. And it's like, whenever I hear someone say that, I was thinking, oh my God, this is not going to end well. And I have such a high degree of skepticism na tumataas actually yung skepticism ko the longer I've been in this industry.
Okay.
Because I know that there's a lot of promises and there are a lot of ideas that fail.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of projects that look like they were gonna do well in the beginning and then hindi pa rin, diba? Ganon. So, mataas yung degree of doubt ko.
Yeah.
And I think that's healthy. And you should also start with that, a certain amount of doubt. Because you want to double check everything that you hear. One of my favorite quotes in the crypto industry is, don't trust, verify.
Okay.
Right? So double check what you hear, triple check what you hear. Especially kung pera mo na yung pinag-iisipan. Like, if you're gonna put your hard-earned money into this industry, you better be sure, right?
Correct.
So if you're not sure, konti lang muna.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I will advocate for small moves. Small moves, small mistakes. That's another quote that I really like. So
yeah. Sabi nga natin in the crypto community, one of the terminologies Dior, no? So
DYOR.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do your own research. A lot of research before you enter. I mean, not just you enter in a certain investment, or if you treat your cryptocurrency as an investment. At this point, at this part, more of like if you want to take the cryptocurrency or blockchain as a path for your career, no. So research muna.
Yeah.
Research muna. So again, Luis, we're about to end our session for today. So, for starters, let's say those who want to start in the industry, what can you recommend to them, or saan ba sila magsisimula, or maybe some piece of advice before they enter in the industry?
Well, okay. So one of the most effective things for me is pick a small amount of money that is okay for you to experiment with. It could be as small as 500 pesos. Or I mean, I don't know how
Yeah,
much money
yeah.
people have available now, but it depends on you. Whatever your amount of money is that you are comfortable playing around with or experimenting with. And then just buy your first cryptocurrency with it. It will probably be Bitcoin because that's the safest, that's the best investment. And then I think that you'll start to get a feel for it as soon as you own a little bit. Na parang okay, so ganito pala yung feeling nun na
Yeah.
parang okay, sometimes mataas siya, sometimes bumababa siya. And maybe the longer that you hold on to it, makikita mo na tumataas nga siya over time. And obviously, knock on wood, I hope that that's what happens
Yeah.
for all of us. And then, I consider it one of my biggest contributions to the community. Na I spend a lot of time talking with beginners. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, you can do that. You can definitely just leave comments on any of my posts, and I'll try to answer. I always try to answer as many of those questions as I can. And then if you have a very specific question, like kunwari, where do I go to learn more about this? I can
Correct.
usually point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, that's my Facebook page. You just look for Hello Luis or Luis Buenaventura. Please don't follow the ones na walang check mark kasi
Okay.
those are
They're-
probably
yes.
fake accounts.
Okay.
So medyo hindi pa rin maiwasan yung
Yeah.
mga ganon. So that's another thing you have to be careful of in
Yeah.
the crypto world. Maraming fake accounts.
Uh-huh.
But in general, I'm very willing to help people with advice or recommendations, and I'll also never ask for money. So that's another guarantee. So there you go.
Okay. So, yes, there you have it, our audience for today. Thank you so much, Luis, for joining us. And yeah, this is Floy Coco. Thank you for joining today's event, and we'll see you in the next sessions.
All right. Thank you so much, Sir Luis and Sir Floyd, for that topic. Before we transition to our next topic, I have an important announcement to make. Our job fair is currently underway, it's ongoing. So, for those who have registered, please ensure that your line is open and you're ready to engage. This is a great opportunity, you guys, to connect with the TACHE recruitment team. So, make the most out of it. All right. Now, for our final topic for today, I would like to introduce our speaker. Vicky is the Vice President for Social Projects at TACHE, who will talk about the TACHE app, a global platform connecting talent with opportunities worldwide. So today she will discuss and give us a glimpse of how the TACHE app is transforming the global job market. Let's welcome Miss Vicky Francois.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Hi, Jamie.
Are we going to have our Q&A, or do you are you going to show some slides first?
No, we can start with the Q&A.
Absolutely. All right. So, Vicky, in line with our topic and, of course, the app, we do have a few questions for you so that our viewers know more about TACHE app and how this app can help them on their career and getting the right job opportunity. So, first question would be, how does the TACHE mobile app align with the broader mission of connecting global businesses with top Filipino talent?
Okay. So thank you for having me this afternoon, Jamie. I'd like to say that our mission here at Tache is to connect the Philippine workforce with abundant resources of uh, companies in the US. And so, with the Tache app, what we're looking to do is have the very equipped and talented workforce here have jobs and be attached to companies that are verified and are going to be compliant with the Philippine regulation in terms of the 13th month pay, in terms of the HMOs, and ensuring that all of the benefits that are here and established in the Philippines are followed by our US employers.
Right. And this is I am very much excited for this app because I believe that Filipino, special Filipino people, it'll be really helpful for them. And I also want to ask Vicky, what user research methods did you employ to understand the challenges and needs of job seekers, particularly those in the Philippines?
Well, Tachi's been around for over 12 years, and during the course of the 12 years, we've gathered data both internally and externally to see how the employees typically seek out their positions, and we've listened to the experiences that people have had using other platforms such as online jobs.ph, and they've told us about the just the worries that they've had using other platforms. And so we really try to address any of those concerns. And although I can't say that we're fully 100% at where our goalpost is, we are very excited to know that we're building a platform that will serve the talent here and address many of their concerns.
That's very interesting to know. In line with that question or with that answer, could you describe the key feature of the app that specifically cater to the challenges job seekers face in finding suitable offshore jobs?
Okay. Well, one thing I will say is that every client that we connect with in the US market is being monitored by our team that's here in the Philippines. And the team that's here in the Philippines, they're Filipino, so they adhere to all of the rules and the regulations. We have offices here so that the team is not just leaning on their home office or issues that they may have. If there's a power outage, we have an office here that you can actually come to. And that's what makes us different. We're not just a US based firm, but we're here in the Philippines, and we have leaders that are here that can easily address your concerns. You're not waiting over 24 hours, 72 hours to get your issues addressed. But we do have an office here where you can connect and speak to live people. And we're truly an agency that's servicing the people and the client.
Yeah. So aside from what you said earlier, Vicky, what sets the Touch mobile app apart from other job markets, or sorry, job search and team management tools out there currently on the market?
Okay. So one thing that we're hoping to do is like you'll be able to be connected to jobs that are readily available like quickly, right? Sometimes I think that people look for jobs and it may take a long time for them to be connected because of the verification processes. But what the way that we've established our app is that what we're really trying to decrease is the lull in time, the time gaps that have often been experienced. So with our app, the client is able to view your complete profile instantly and then make a decision and move forward with the interview process, and then you submitting all of your documents, and if you have a portfolio, submitting those things so that the decision is reached at a faster rate.
Right, and I know right now we are continually improving the Tache app. I also want to ask, how are you collecting and integrating feedback from job seekers during the beta phase to improve the app?
Okay. So one thing I saw earlier in your program that you featured one of the live job fairs that we had here earlier in the year. And that was really good because I got honest feedback. Typically, when I come here, people are a bit more guarded with their constructive criticism. But I got it to me. I believe one of the women's name was Kathleen, and she gave us so much feedback. And that's why I really lean to our TA team, because our talent acquisition team, they use so many promotional efforts to put the word out there, and then the candidates that come in are serious inquiries. They really want to be connected with jobs. And then, like I said, the people that were there were giving us honest feedback when they did test the app. They were saying features that we should add, features that they enjoyed, features that, may not be top of mind for us because we're in the development phase, but the real users will tell you what they need and what would make the process so much easier for them. So I'm very grateful for the live job fairs that we have. The virtual ones as well. Please drop any of your questions.
Yes.
But there's nothing like connecting face to face, looking somebody in the eye, and having them give you very honest feedback. So really grateful for these opportunities.
Right. And regarding those feedbacks, Beaky, from your perspective, what are the biggest obstacles that job seekers face when using online platforms, and how does Tahche app address these issues?
I think that one of the biggest concerns would be not accurately depicting yourself to a client. And, there's a disconnect between knowing what their needs are and saying, oh, I'm that candidate who can provide that. So we do have a lengthy process where you're filling out a lot of your skill sets, but it's only because we don't want you to leave anything out. We want you to be as detailed as possible so that the client can see all of the overwhelming skills that you have. Because one thing we know about the Filipino people is that they're extremely talented. You guys are multifaceted individuals. So we want to make sure that you have the right opportunity to highlight your skill sets and highlight your abilities without being too shy. Because sometimes I guess you might feel a humbleness where you don't want to point out some amazing feature like, oh, I'm 61 certified, but we give you the opportunity on our app to highlight all of your skills and all of your past experiences in a way that's different than what's currently out in the market.
Right. And my next question would be like, what strategies are in place to increase user engagement and retention on the app? Because I really believe that that's one of the most challenging when you have your application. You have to retain your users. So how Tahche do that?
Yes. So currently, we haven't gone live yet, so we can't really address the metric of retention. But one thing that we do hope is that when we do go live, that it's engaging enough and people are actually getting responses enough that they want to see what new positions and what jobs are out there. We want them to tell their communities and have their friends saying, oh, I got a link back and I'm in the interview process. And so the sooner that people can actually be connected to open positions and move through the process, I feel like the app will speak for itself. The process will speak for itself. The fact that people are actually getting employed, because that's what we want. We want the US-based companies to build their extended team here in the Philippines, and we want the Philippine workforce to be connected to the US-based job. Everything else is just, part of seeking, but I know all job seekers want a job and all employees want to hire. So that's what we want to do, is ensure that the entire process is completed end to end.
Right. And by hearing these insights, I know that our viewers right now are very excited to use the app. But how do you plan to market the app to ensure it reaches the widest possible audience of potential job seekers?
So we're currently still developing our plan of how far our reach can be, but we're using social media platforms, we're using advertisements, online advertisements, as well as trying to come up with physical advertisements, not just here in the Philippines, but overseas in the US as well. So it's a very wide reach that we're trying to do, but we're trying to ensure that as many people as possible know about TACHE and know about the TACHE app.
And for the information of everyone listening right now or watching us right now, can you highlight maybe the top 3 benefits that the TACHE mobile app offers to job seekers right now?
Oh, so one thing I will definitely say is that our clients are vetted and verified, and you will gain all of the things that the Filipino government has put in place in terms of being an employee in the Philippines. And so one of the major things that I think is highlighted is that when you work for these gig jobs, there's no job security. But with the TACHE app, you're getting job security, which is something that I know every person wants. You don't want to feel like, oh, for 1 month of my life, I had a very good position and then now I lost it and I'm starting the job seeking process again. What we do when we connect you to a job is we want you to be there long term, as long as you wish to be there, right? So job security is one of the major differentiators between us and joining a typical gig job. The second thing that I would say is that the fact that we actually have brick and mortar locations both here in Manila and in Cebu. So there's physical buildings that you can go to in the event that there's a power outage, in the event that you are having a heat wave. We have offices that are fully equipped with high-speed internet. We've got great AC, and they're just a great place to be. And we have wonderful colleagues that you can, ask questions to and really have that real corporate environment and not feel like you're just a overseas offshore worker, but you're part of a community. So, and then lastly, the thing that I'd say is a differentiator for TACHE is that TACHE really wants to see you grow in terms of your career development. It's not one-sided in simply saying that, oh, here's a job and you're doing a job. We want your career to expand, and we want you to understand that you're valuable, and we really ensure that value is something that we show. We host events, we have summer parties, Christmas parties, because we care about the welfare of our team. And so that's another differentiator from us in a traditional job place.
Right, and as someone who's working with in Tache, I really believe on whatever you said, Vicky, because it's Tache has been very great. Great support in terms of career development. So this app will definitely help tons of Filipinos finding their career or improving their career path. Now, I do want to ask this question, Vicky, like how is the app designed to scale with an increasing number of users and job listings?
So in terms of design, we've gone through a few iterations so far. I'm very excited because we finally have built out our internal software development team, and they're really working closely with the other departments that we have here at TACHE to fit the needs of like what each department has to contribute and say. So as you know, we're still currently in development. So I don't want to go too far in answering this question, but I'm very excited for what the future holds because we're taking input from people who work here and who have experience with the job process. And so we want to implement all of the coolest features to ensure that our candidates feel like it's a smooth process and that our clients also feel like it's a smooth process and it addresses all their issues and concerns. And then it takes away the hassle of having to do so many back and forth correspondence.
Right. And now for the information of everyone, Vicky, like what steps have been taken to ensure the security and privacy of user data, especially considering the sensitive nature of job applications?
Right. Security is paramount for us. So we've taken every effort to ensure that the data that we receive from all of our from both sides, our candidates and our clients is very secure, that there aren't any breaches. And so it's paramount for us to focus on security and ensure that no one's privacy is ever breached.
Right. And looking ahead, this will be my second to the last question. Looking ahead, what are the long-term goals for the Tache mobile app, and how do you plan to evolve the platform to meet changing market needs?
Yeah, so one of the things I want to go back to your retention. Like we want to have a high volume of downloads of the app. We want to have a retention rate that is also at a very good rate in terms of like having users come back and use the app when they are seeking full-time employment and they are seeking careers that really address their skills. The design of the app was really meant to have Filipinos stay in the Philippines and not have to leave their families to move overseas for great opportunities. So what we do is we leverage the fact that there are great US companies willing to pay higher rates to Filipinos. And so we get those companies and we say, hey, here's a talent force that we have here in the Philippines that we can trust to do the work that you desire or that you need. And we vetted them. They're great. And we then connect the two and it leads to a long-term partnership. So I'd say that's one of the things that we want to continue is having a high number of clients and users download the app and keep coming back because they're seeing the result of the partnership with Tache.
And we are very excited for the plans of Tache mobile app for all Filipinos out there. But for those who are interested, Vicky, to explore the mobile app, are we open to test it with of our audience right now?
Absolutely. We will be opening the testing in early fall of this year. So by fall, I mean around September of 2024. So I would encourage all of you to send in your email addresses, send in your interest if you would like to be a tester, and we will include you in the testing. And then I really look forward to hearing your feedback, hearing your experience, hearing, what worked, what you enjoyed, what you found different from other platforms, and then also hearing the things that you would like us to address to make it better so that your job seeking experience is to the point that you would like for it to be.
Amazing. So again, for those who want to try the Tachi mobile app, please share us your email address and your name so that we can give you. Are we going to give the link, Vicky,
Yeah,
or
we,
are we going?
we would send them an email and give them access to the testing.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Vicky. Actually, that's about it on our session for today. Thank you
Okay.
so much for that. And thank you. And we're very excited to explore the Tache mobile app. And I personally believe that this will help tons of Filipinos right now who are looking for career opportunities here in the Philippines without going abroad. So thanks again, Vicky, for that insights and for those information you just discussed.
Salamat kayo, Jamie. Have a good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Vicky. All
Bye.
right. So guys, what a day, right? So, as we wrap up our event, it's time to say a big thank you to everyone who made this event a hit. So, again, a big shout out to our speakers, Mr. Carlo Yarte, Mommy Ann, Mommy Negosyo, JP Adena, Luis Buenaventura, and Vicky Francois for sharing their great tips and stories. So, we hope you learned a lot and made some good connections today. Remember, keep reaching out, keep learning, and keep growing in your career. So on behalf of everyone at Tache, thank you for joining us and have a fantastic day ahead. And here's to all amazing things coming your way. And now it's time for a super exciting part of our event today. Of course, it's the virtual job fair. So again, this is where you get to explore job opportunities and talk directly with the talent acquisition team from Tache. All right? So, again, thanks to Tasha Careers, to our TA team, recruitment marketing team for setting up this virtual job fair. And a huge shout out again to the TA team for being here to chat with us or for having this job fair with us. So as you can see on my screen, these are the job fair the job listings we have right now. We are open for administrative division, virtual admin assistant, legal counsel, customer service division. We have the healthcare pre-certification specialist, healthcare billing specialist, and all of that. And many more. So again, I'm ending this event right now. Thank you guys so much for coming again. Please make sure that your lines are open for since our TA team will call you for the job interview. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching our event for today. I hope you guys learned so much from our speakers and have an amazing day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this event. Thank you.